No, V. That's unacceptable.
Okay.
And there we are. Possibly. Depending on. YouTube has been acting weirdly recently with the streams, but there we are. Yes. Welcome to the week of death, apparently. I hope neither of you are planning on kicking the bucket anytime soon.
Oh man, it's been rough, hasn't it?
It has, yeah. Hulk Hogan died today. Ozzy Osbourne died a couple of days ago. So, yeah, it's really cutting into stuff today now.
Yeah, a lot of boomer icons are dropping.
Yeah, and there's really nobody behind them to replace them. Like,
Yeah.
when Tom Cruise and stuff like that finally fall off the face of the earth, who are we left with?
Bob Moore.
Oh, no. What's his name? Pedro Pascal.
Ah.
Oh my god.
Everything will be all Pedro Pascal all the time.
You ignorant slut.
That is a true horror right there.
Sam
Man.
Piker would be a good actor in a Hollywood movie.
No, he wouldn't.
Yeah, he would. Like imagine he's like the mafia guy. He's the Turk. And he has like a barber shop on the street of London, and people go there to discuss business, like it's Don Corleone.
So I saw on Pink News on Facebook, they posted about Hulk Hogan dying. They posted a picture of him with Donald Trump, and the text reads, Hulk Hogan has died at the age of 71. He will be remembered for shutting down a union for pro wrestling, saying racist slurs, getting booed out of the stadium in his last ever WWE appearance, and using his political power to get his way everywhere he went. They left off destroying Gawker, but calm down, feminist news. I already liked Hulk Hogan.
Yeah,
It was
destroying
Gawker, I
Gawker
said
was a
last
good
week.
thing.
Oh, it's heroic. Absolutely heroic. Like, that was genuinely a titanic moment in history for us.
Well, let's give a little bit of context on the culture at the time. For the first time, you had like a culture where men are responsible for everything. Every ill in society is because of men. And you have the fappening where a lot of actresses like had their nudes leaked. And for the first time, you too could see like Jennifer Lawrence's perfect butthole. And the feminists were absolutely wild over this. They were like, this level of misogyny, it's unthinkable, right? Then Gawker as well was fanning the flames. And then it turns out that Gawker did literally the same shit with Hulk Hogan's sex tape.
Well, one of the things they refused to put up leaks from women, but they put up Hulk Hogan's sex tape and refused to take it down. And so he sued the shit out of them and destroyed them.
Yeah. And so, like, for the first time, people went, it's like, okay, well, these social justice activists, which for many of us were new, like we didn't know anything about them, but they were presenting themselves as for equality, empathy, compassion. It's like, well, where was the equality, empathy, compassion for Hulk Hogan? Like, none of you spoke out for him.
Well, he was a man. So
yeah, exactly. And that's when you finally get it. Like, hold on, like, are they going to do the same to my son?
Yeah.
They're going to treat my son the same way?
Yeah, they will. And so these people were massive pieces of shit, and Hulk Hogan nuked one of their and Gawker did a lot of things as well. Like, people forget that Gawker used to do what BuzzFeed did before it died, and that's why BuzzFeed became like big in the news. So Gawker would break all these sort of salacious stories and ruin people, frankly.
To be fair, like, there's
They were
nothing wrong
drama
with talking
VTubers before drama VTubers.
Yeah, before V was even a thing.
Nothing wrong with talking about sex scandals and gossiping, but it's like when you start taking sides and it's based on gender, and it's like it's okay when we do it. It starts to, and your entire business becomes moralizing the public, like you're the Catholic Church. I think that's why people sided with Hogan.
Not just that, but I mean, that's a lot of it. But I think a lot of it was also the fact that they were woke before we even called it woke, and they were advancing a really evil kind of politics, and everyone could see it.
I remember like getting angry at certain newspapers, and I couldn't articulate why. Like it was just like a vibe, because at the time I didn't know left wing, right wing. It's just like their articles are so mean spirited. Like there's just something evil there, and I couldn't articulate it. Do you have the same experience?
Yeah, no, they were openly attacking traditional society. That's what it was.
Well, the amusing thing is, though, we've kind of started over again on all of this now. So, I don't know if either one of you have seen the recent South Park episode, which I think dropped today. That's already been leaked online, etc.
Yeah.
Heresy's the question.
Where
Fire is the answer.
there's a lot to unpack on this entire idea, on the cultural effect of South Park, the mimetic potential of it, etc., etc. Because one of the main takeaways of the South Park episode is basically that they're declaring that woke is dead, and that we are now re-entering a period of Christian conservatism, basically.
God willing.
And, like, a part of me remembers this, like, fucking, decade-old meme or something. And I do agree, there is very much so a danger of the old horseshoe here happening. Very much so. But it's also the fact that we're not there yet. Like, South Park used to be very, very edgy, but this entire episode, they're kind of just reusing jokes they already did. Like, Saddam Hussein is sleeping with Satan. Now Trump is doing it. Trump has a small pee-pee. It's like, God, this isn't very edgy. This is...
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's actually what the Democrats were doing, almost 10 years ago now.
Yeah, that kind of is, though. They're just...
Well,
That's
they
very
had
old
Trump.
hat.
They did go a little bit overboard. They had an actor that looks like Trump, wasn't a cartoon, and he's stripped absolutely naked. Right. So they went that far in order to try. Now here's what I think, because I've been watching South Park religiously, and at some point I stopped laughing at the jokes, and I started wondering, like, is it me? Did I maybe grew out of the toilet humor? But recently I've been watching it with my wife, the first seasons, and I was laughing to tears, and it's like, nope, like, it seems that they still it's not me, it's them. And I think the essence of South Park, like the core of it, is that they constantly made fun of moral panic. Like, every single episode is them mocking and ridiculing people that are causing moral panics and showing how society doesn't improve, and usually, like, there's petty issues and petty grievances. However, when they start getting PC Principle in, and they're mocking PC Principle, you know, like, he's about empathy and compassion, and he beats the living shit out of a child, out of Cartman. And, like, the joke is, like, yeah, these people pretending to be like that with empathy, they're actually some of the world's monsters. And then they don't get rid of PC Principles. He stays there. He becomes a character. And that's when you realize the moral busybodies have won. The morality police is here to stay. And that's when South Park stops making edgy jokes. That's when they start dialing down the humor. That's when they don't go overboard anymore.
Well, I'm personally in favor of the morality police now, so...
One of the weird things is the reaction to it, too, because all of the left-wing media is now like, oh my god, they completely destroyed Trump. It's like, if anything, NSFW episodes of South Park is the standard.
Yeah.
Like, going like, Trump, you have a small pee-pee. It's like, okay.
The leftists made a fucking statue of it back in the day.
Yeah,
Like, they
it's-
literally made a naked statue of Trump with a tiny dick. It's like, okay, doing a cartoon is not enough. Like, you guys have to understand.
He's also like 75, right? Like, how old is he?
Yeah, something like that.
Like you can't make jokes about someone's pee-pee if they're 75. And you raised a good point in your video, Sargon, where you talked about the adolescence video, right? And you pointed out that the kid was like 13, and they were making fun that he's an incel. And it's like, you can't attack someone's manliness when they're supposed to be abstaining.
Yeah, when they're literally a pensioner.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, the Trump baby blimp. How old is that? That's got to be like 10 years old at this point.
About 8 years.
Probably 6 or 8, yeah.
And this has already been done. There's nothing particularly new or unique about this. If anything, the fact that their premier critique of Trump is basically small pee-pee.
Wow, we don't like you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, oh, but he's acting like a dictator by suing people. Ah, yes, that was the primary tool of Saddam Hussein, the
but
legal
the
system.
thing is, right, one of the things I think is people should remember is that South Park has always occupied the position of the court jester in our society, and arguing with the jester is the quickest way to make yourself look ridiculous. Right? Is the quickest. Do not argue with the jester. Laugh and say, "Isn't that funny? Isn't he ridiculous?" and then carry about your day. Because you are right. Obviously, Trump isn't a dictator. Like, he's not. Like, Tulsi Gabbard came out the other day and was like, yeah, so Obama's committed treason. Okay, does he get arrested? Like, is something going to happen because of that? No, nothing fucking happened. So it's just like, right, if you were a dictator and you had your close advisor saying, yeah, this guy's committed treason, you could reasonably expect something to happen to that person. No, obviously not.
To be fair, they did make fun of the Epstein files.
I haven't actually seen the whole episode. I've only seen clips of it.
There's
They-
also
they
like
did make-
the entire idea of the left-wing media, again, of course, being very eager to get behind this. Now, in one part, you could also heavily argue that the creators are basically trying to just ruin everything, which is the vibe I'm mostly getting. They get a deal for 1.5 billion. They know the network they're signed with recently lost a lawsuit to Donald Trump. And they've got a 5-year contract.
Maybe they're trying to get Trump to sue them, yeah.
The thing is, I don't think he will, because people are now,
No.
the current narrative is that Trump is extremely litigious. He actually isn't. What did he sue CBS over? He didn't sue them over lying about him. He sued them over the incredibly dishonest and obviously clipped together interview of Kamala Harris, which leaked as being obviously clipped. It's like, okay, you're misleading the public. Fuck you. And CBS had to bail immediately and pay his lawyer fees because they couldn't contend his main argument, which is you deceptively edited this.
Well, I mean, their lawyers were like, wow, time for the payout.
So it's one of those weird things where I feel like, because the main contention I have here is the declaration that woke is dead, right? Even as we just saw a feminist group, although I don't think it was the feminist group itself,
Citizenship.
force payment processors worth billions, if not trillions of dollars to bend the knee. I'm feeling like I've kind of flipped on this because I too was very much so on board with the idea of we got to watch out that the right doesn't become as bad as the left. I'm starting to almost think like the left was playing possum and is now going to try and put forward the argument that, oh, no, we don't have any power anymore. We're not doing anything. Oh, no, we're the left is totally over, whilst continuing doing the same shit as always.
I think culturally the left is over, but in sort of pop culture. But institutionally, these people never went anywhere. Like the same people who, like Dev was making videos on in MasterCard 5-6 years ago, no one got fired. Like, you know, the left just became publicly unpopular.
Yeah, and I also think, you say it's feminist. First of all, I don't think that they're the reason. I think that Visa and MasterCard wants to do this anyway. And if you look at their background, like there's a group called Nikose. They used to go by morality in media, and they were going after petty things like commercials, advertisements, video games, like the most petty thing imaginable. And then once wokeness became a thing, they rebranded themselves into the National Center of Sexual Exploitation. Like they got the sanitized corporate name. And they continued their activism, now LARPing as leftists. These people are grifters. Like, they're making BLM-level noise to make BLM-level money and to justify payment processors just getting more dominion over the free trade of the internet.
Well, see, I disagree with that. I don't think the Nicosia are anywhere near the threat they're being made out to be. I think there's a left-wing narrative attempting to shift attention away from themselves and onto what is largely a conservative organization. Because this is like a 60-year-old group you've got here that's always been against these things. They're just conservative, hardlined Christians, basically, of the old school type. They didn't cause any of this. They have no fucking power. Nobody can tell me that Vice listened to these people.
No, I think they do. It's just like they're doing actual activism, not internet. Like, they go behind the scenes. They know the CEOs. They are respected in Washington. Like, they have friends and connections. And the way it works, like I can tell you because I'm from Eastern Europe and this is how it's actually done. Like, let's say you have a big church, like you get like a mega church, you have like an evangelical type, and the politician donates to you, and then you tell the people from your mega church to vote for that politician. And so it's like a revolving door.
I vehemently disagree because, again, I looked into this group. They've tried canceling Visa and MasterCard before and were utterly ignored. It was only when they associated themselves with left-wing group and the left-wing group took the charge that it had effect. I do not buy at all that they... No, this is the National Center of Sexual Exploitation. They're not the same as Collective Shout, which the ones who
no.
The
They rebranded.
Push.
They used to be Morality in Media back in the day.
Yeah, but they're the National Center of Sexual Exploitation now.
Yes, they rebranded when they noticed that their rhetoric doesn't work. Like no one cares, if they scream sinful or blah blah blah. So now they're screaming exploitative, and they view any type of lewd imagery, like any whatsoever, even Lara Croft, they view it as exploitation and pornography.
I think you're conflating the two here.
They are puritanical, though, aren't they? Jesus Christ.
No, both of them do, Arch. Like I will show you after this because I've been studying them. I'm
sure you're confusing them because again, yes, you are correct. They have the same goal, but National Center achieved nothing. They tried to do these things and achieved nothing. Not as Morality in Media, not as the National Center of Sexual Exploitation. Which is why I think this is a complete fucking cope by left wing and attempting to shift focus away from the people who actually achieved this, which was the self-declared feminist group. This is a smokescreen that needs to be ignored, in my opinion.
What's important to remember is that the people running these institutions basically are feminists themselves. They agree with all of this. They never stopped agreeing with it. It just became publicly unpopular.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I generally don't care if it's left wing, right wing, or whatever. I care that Visa and MasterCard shouldn't be allowed to regulate the internet like this. And it's not about video games. It's about that they're doing it with hate speech. Like they did it with Nigel Farage. I don't know if it's Visa and MasterCard, but he got debanked over trivial shit, right? And so this type of activism, if you're a person that actually cares about free speech and free expression, you should not support it.
Oh, yeah. Now, in theory, yes. I would like to simply see the payment processor be regulated. But I do think it is very important that we focus on the political of these groups. Because, again, conservative group makes noise, everybody ignores them. Left-wing group makes noise, it gets traction. Like Sargon says, this because the payment processor agree with them politically. It's very important we don't ignore that, I think.
100%. Otherwise, they just wouldn't bother because there's no actual physical pressure on them, right?
No.
Like the payment processor, their business will not be affected by this in any way. What will be affected is their public standing in the eyes of the people they go to dinner parties with. That's what's going to be affected.
I can tell you what kicked it off, at least in the adult industry. Back in the day when Pornhub was the website, Nikose did an expose on them and sent it to the New York Times. And the New York Times claimed that there's a lot of CP on Pornhub. Yeah. And apparently they got sued. And so a judge said that Visa and MasterCard are responsible for facilitating that. And so if they can be responsible, then they created a new risk-adverse situation where they're saying okay, well...
okay, but the thing is, when I got demonetized, I actually was contacted by Pornhub, and they offered to host my videos.
Yeah, I know.
I politely declined, but what I learned from that is that they actually don't use the main payment process anymore. They use their own payment processor. So it's more expensive, but it means they can't just be deplatformed.
Yeah, and now they're making various, what do they call it, robust stage verification just to mess with them.
Sure, but the point being, I don't think that's why. I think it's genuinely political.
Yeah. I mean, remember as well, the Pornhub thing, the only reason that got the traction it did was because there was actually CP on Pornhub.
Yeah.
And the problem there was because the Pornhub industry at the time worked on the idea that, okay, we're going to be open to anyone. Anyone can upload anything, and of course you can't check 100,000 videos a day, and so inevitably there was illegal material.
Well,
Proving
I think
yet again that you can't trust people.
No, but I think they didn't have the AI and the tools we have now. Because this was back in 2018 or so? Internet moderation, especially on large platforms, even as YouTube, was next to impossible. I do know that there were many cases where people would flag a video and they would take it down within 15 minutes.
Oh yeah, this was 2020, I believe. But again, that's the issue. if you allow anyone to upload anything, there will be illegal content. So what Pornhub did was simply go like, no, you actually do have to be a verified account, which makes sense.
Yeah.
But what's going on here, of course, is significantly worse again, because this is, of course, drawings and pictures and games and 3D art models, and is done... I believe genuinely so that Collective Shout is a puppet organization for the payment processors more so than anything else. Because, again, you don't say... Collective Shout, I looked into them, right? They've got like 1,000 page views a month. Right? They're tiny. Nobody cares. Nobody knows about them. Nobody from Australia has ever heard about them. They generated maybe, like if we're super generous, a couple hundred emails. Think Visa or PayPal fucking care? MasterCard? They get more spam than that on a weekly basis. I'm absolutely sure of it.
Yeah, but like if you're looking at it from an internet activism point of view, you're right. But like, how many people do they know behind closed doors? How many politicians do they know?
Oh,
like
none.
Sometimes
None.
just sitting down with the wife's CEO is enough to make changes.
No, I think this is another smokescreen, honestly. The idea that they're political. Again, the target here aren't politics. There's no indicator that Collective Shout has taken government money. They have to announce where they get their money from. In none of their paperwork does it claim that they are taking government funding. So either they're just lying and are guilty of perjury, or the simple explanation is the easiest one, that this is the payment processors going, we don't like this. We already know we're in a position of basically being unassaultable. Nobody can take us down. So we just want to get rid of anything we personally don't like. And that's more than likely going to be on political and moral basis.
Yeah.
I think they're going to go after Twitter next. I think that Elon Musk's AI is already under attack, both by collective speech and...
Elon did actually get the paperwork for being able to become a payment processor, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't think they'll go after Twitter because they can't succeed. If they go after Twitter, the only thing that will happen is that Elon will get a massive surge of support to create XPays.
Yeah, it's already in Telegram, Arch.
I think Elon's too big.
No, it's already in Telegram. Like last night, an article came out. Britain is passing what they call the Online Safety Act. Yeah. And every single website that has porn will require users to show ID to use it.
Yeah.
Guess what Twitter has?
Yeah, I know. Elon's probably going to have to ban porn.
So either he region blocks UK, he gets rid of all the porn on Twitter, which would be a bad idea because then Blue Sky is going to get like a massive number of people.
Yeah, Blue Sky's
or
dying.
He actually does the robust age verification, which it's incredibly expensive. Like apparently it's like millions of dollars to maintain, and Twitter is already hemorrhaging money. And British people may just use a VPN to bypass it anyway.
Maybe.
Yep. Like, honestly, I would say that he should just region block it, and before he does, just launch a massive campaign on Twitter aimed at every UK person, going like, hey, did you know that NordVPN will allow you to access sites that may be blocked by the UK government? Oh,
Yeah,
wink,
I
wink.
actually don't want to get region blocked by Twitter, thank you.
Then they hold you liable. But he has by Friday. So we'll see tomorrow what happens. Like either he does nothing and gets sued by Ofcom, or he actually does one of the three things I mentioned.
The thing is, there's this is a strange thing. So Ofcom is a political institution, and I think Keir Starmer has been courting Trump very, very closely. And basically, Ofcom would have to be making demands of a foreign company. And it's entirely likely that Elon will make a big fucking stink about this. So, I mean, you've got to remember that the things that Ofcom does are discretionary, right? They don't have to do anything. They could just do nothing.
I mean, obviously they are selectively enforcing this, but it's like having the sword of Damocles over your head. Like Discord, for instance, is another...
Yeah, hang on. What I mean is, actually, there isn't a sword of Damocles above Elon's head, right? So, basically, Ofcom might well whine about something, and they may even make demands, and if they then undertake a lawsuit, and they're right, Elon, you have to pay however many millions to the British government or whatever it is, that assumes that they are prepared to take it that far. right? It's entirely possible that someone from the British government just says, we don't want trouble.
And just ignores it.
Yeah, and, they just don't prosecute, they just don't pursue, they don't kick up a stink with Trump, because Keir Starmer has been doing everything he can to basically court Trump's favor at this point, up until including just lying to his face about things, like just completely 180ing on everything he's ever believed. And so it's just like, okay, that's crazy, but whatever, right? Okay, fair enough. So don't assume that Ofcom actually has any power in this, because Ofcom is there to persecute its own citizens, right? It's there to persecute the British public. It's not there to, destroy America.
You're describing your institutions, holy shit.
Yeah, this is not new.
No, like the reason it's funny is because it's true and it's sad.
Yeah, I know. It's not new. It's been that way for a long time,
Here's
and
the question. Fire is the
it's just
answer.
the way Britain's run these days, unfortunately.
Well, hopefully not for long. I mean, usually, you
Oh,
have a
no.
generation gap and things change.
Nah, we've got a long time to wait yet.
I gave you the link to the article from the Telegraph, and that's the one that came out yesterday. And apparently, Musk was ordered to either region block or install robust age verification, or else he risks fines.
Yeah, you see that risks fines, right?
Yeah.
I don't think they'll do shit. I think
So you really think that they will just go after other websites, like for instance BitChute and the others, and it's like, what
100%.
about Twitter? And they're like, what about it?
Yeah, no, 100%. I think they'll do that.
Isn't that going to cause resentment? Like, isn't that like a 2-tier system?
That's pretty normal. And
I'm just saying.
Well, welcome to modern Britain, V.
Yep.
But yes, it is indeed a 2-tier system. Well done.
So what? Is a South African running the company, and they're like, well, we don't want to be accused of racism. We're not going to pursue it.
Yeah. I mean, it's more that they just don't want trouble with the Trump administration. And if Trump is a very nationalistic man when it comes to American companies, right? If Britain's unelected bureaucratic institutions start trying to persecute American companies, Trump will come down like a ton of fucking bricks, even though it's Elon and he's had arguments with Elon.
People refuted me by saying BitChute is not in the UK. But it doesn't have to be. You see, the new law that Britain has proposed, it doesn't matter where your website is, as long as British people access it. Well, Ofcom can fine you, and you'll be like, well, okay, well, so what if they fine me? Well, if they fine you and you have any assets in the United Kingdom or any bank affiliated with the United Kingdom, they can seize them.
Yep. But they won't do that to Twitter.
I think they will. You know what? I'm going to wage money against you this time. I think that Elon Musk is going to install age-robust verifications on Twitter. For the British.
I mean, yeah, to be honest with you, he should. I don't think children should be on Twitter.
Okay, but all right, this is a good thing you brought it up. Imagine when you are 16, right? Like, can you picture like you're a wee lad, 16 years old, hormones are raging. If you genuinely want to see bad things on the internet, how likely is it that the government is going to prevent you from seeing it?
Well, I mean, when I was 16, the internet was very new, and you had to pay by the minute.
Sure, but did you not manage to get your hands on some magazines or a VHS tape or cable late at night?
Pretty tame generally.
Yeah. But again, you're telling me that the culture was and the context was different. But if you were in 2025 and you are 16, because I
don't think that's going to stop it. But there we go.
No, absolutely not. What it's going to do is going to cause a bureaucratic nightmare and fuck up the internet. Now, what they could do, and this could actually work. Why not make phones for kids? Like devices that block automatically in the phone. And why not teach parents to fucking parent again? Notice how none of these conversations ever include the parents. And you have access to so much fucking spyware right now that if you want to monitor your kid 24/7, you can even install an Apple Watch and notice his heartbeat all the time, every time. So there's no excuse. And you can even look at the bank account and see where he pays money and stuff.
Because that's not compatible with the government's goal of increasing the size of the government.
Exactly.
Service guarantees citizenship.
And Yeah, like for left, they sell this with we need to crack down on hate speech and misinformation. And to the right-wingers, they sell it with we need to think of the children. And surprisingly, both sides agree. It's like, yeah, no, this is a good thing.
Well, that is the one interesting takeaway from the whole collective shout thing, is that, yes, no, Puritans agree on being Puritans. Absolutely. And they will both immediately reach for censorship when they don't like something.
Right-wing censorship. Good. Left-wing censorship.
Okay,
bad.
so I won, Sargon. Apparently, I've been informed Twitter now has age verification. It is
Oh, does
by
it?
opt-in only under verification settings.
Yeah, okay. And Ofcom will go, well, our work here is done. No, they literally will, mate. They're not going to go after Trump or anyone close to him.
Yeah, I do believe it because that's how politics is made. Very few people understand it. I wish I would have known in 2016.
Yeah,
Everyone lives in Eastern Europe, and people are catching on.
Yeah, no, that's a great way of framing it, mate. Everyone lives in Eastern Europe. People are just catching on. That exactly right. Exactly right.
It used to be different once upon a
Yeah, it
time.
did. Or at least it felt like it was different.
It did, and I think it did, but I think it was. But the simple, inescapable fact appears to be that government always spawns more government.
You know, I genuinely think it's the internet that's responsible for this because, like, I just don't remember there being that many like mass censorship movements when I was a kid.
There were, but you probably didn't know. They were called Concerned Citizen Letter, or
Yeah, that's true.
organizations like A Million Moms.
Yeah, I mean,
And-
Marilyn Manson, they tried to cancel and stuff like
Yeah.
that, didn't they? They just never got anywhere.
They did.
Uh,
They actually achieved a fair few like things. They managed to get like GTA banned for a while.
Oh,
But the thing is,
that's true.
they lacked the organizational capacity, and so 90% of the time they whinged and whined and complained in their own little bubble, and everybody else ignored them.
Yeah.
There was no like central point of failure, right? So like you get GTA
Yeah,
banned
yeah.
from Target. Okay, like there's other stores. Most
Yeah,
people didn't
yeah.
buy GTA from Target anyway.
Yeah.
But they now that they have like the payment processors and stuff, like they can go to
Yeah.
the point of failure, or they can go to the domain of a website and just get your website blocked because of the domain.
Mm.
But that also is due to political agreement, mind you. Because again, Visa, MasterCard didn't give a shit when the conservatives came bitching to them. But the moment the left-wing company came, these are all like internal groups, really.
Yeah, very
Well, let
true.
me tell you something else that's interesting, right? So, like Sargon, you say that kids shouldn't be on the internet, and I agree. Like hearing the opinions of a teenagers feels like a human rights abuse to me.
No. It's nothing to do with hearing the opinions of a teenager, although you are right about that. It's about protecting them from the world.
Okay, whatever. They can have the kids table. I agree with that.
Look,
system.
when your kid's older, you'll understand what I'm saying.
Sure, but like, listen, let me get my point across. Let's say that now to protect kids, you have to show your ID to go on various websites, right? So like you prove that you're over the age so that you can go on Twitter, so that you can use a Google search, so that you can use an AI.
Mhm.
What happens if your ID gets flagged? And there's no reason why they wouldn't do that in like 2 or 3 years. Your ID gets flagged because you did hate speech or some shit, and now you're like a child. Now you can't access any of the websites of the internet. You can't go on Twitter. You can't go on, use an AI. You can't do this. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be a little bit inconveniencing?
Yeah, that would be bad.
The
I
next
think
step
this is
up
the
from
actual
having
fault.
everything tied to your Google account.
Trick or treat. Can I smell your feet?
The problem is we still don't know if there's going to be any actual freedom in the counter movement, because right now the left is still in institutional power. They are still in political power within these companies. And the right is already beginning to bend a little bit in their own ways of censoriousness.
Beast!
Well, there is this publication that is very old. I forgot the name of it. Not The Atlantic, another one. But it usually sets the policy for the Democrat. And there is an article said Democrats should be the party of porn. And while it's bombastic, no, like listen, let me.
I
let me
thought
finish.
they were.
Uh,
Remember Joe
kind-
Biden bringing the topless tranny to the fucking White House?
yeah. But like, no. Listen, while the article is bombastic and it's meant to be clickbaity, what it does say is that in the past, when you talked about like heavy metal, when you talk about edgy stuff, like fringe societal
Yeah.
movements, the left was dominating. And
Yep.
they're saying it's like, look, the current situation is that the right wingers are doing an overreach, and it does seem as if, with the Project 2025, like let's ban porn, and with the banning of video games and shit, you can now get the straight white man back into the fold. Because Kamala Harris had a real huge problem in getting like young men to vote Democrat. And they basically say, it's like, look, the fun police is here. They don't
Jesus
like
Christ.
shit.
Like, are you? Yeah, but the thing is, though, like, what kind of man are you bringing across there?
I don't think they care as long as you vote, right?
The
Like, if you have a
overwhelming
vote, then you can put a
majority.
stamp.
I don't know, man. Like,
I
I'm
absolutely know. I'm 100% with V on this one.
I don't know.
Like,
man.
Sargon, you
okay,
forget-
hang on. So the proposition that's on the table is, listen, you can be free and respected as a man, but you won't have pornography, or you can be a slave and cuckold, but goon.
Yeah, but again, you don't think like an Eastern European, and you don't think like an
Correct.
18-year-old, right?
Correct.
Like 18-year-olds don't do the philosophy stuff where they sit like the statue of the thinker. It's like my respect.
Correct.
they're
but
like-
that's why they shouldn't vote.
But they do, right? Like that's the reality.
Well, we'll change that.
And the problem is, well, listen to this, right? Like you have some chuckleheads coming in and fucking with your video games for no reason but spite.
Yeah.
What do you think that generates, right? Because like they're not going to say, "Oh, this is for my benefit, this is for my good." No, like you literally have the payment processors telling you you're not allowed to do this. And then they're like, okay, well, the left is saying that they have my back. I'm going to vote for them. Fuck you, go fuck yourself. Why didn't you come into my bedroom and went after my video game? And that's the mentality that they're going to have. So, like, no, that strategy to get like votes, to get young people to vote for you by supporting freedom of freedom of expression and artistic design. Yeah, because if the right is being viewed as overreaching, like they're going after the most petty, trivial things imaginable, like video games and anime and other shit, they're going to generate a lot of spite to the point where the left can come in and they're going to be like, well, you like heavy metal, you like badass songs, like we got you.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like the thing with the Israel-Gaza thing as well, to be honest, like it's a real Achilles heel for the right. Like I don't know whether anyone's noticed, but like Israel has ruined their public reputation by shooting civilians. Like,
Well, they do this every time. Like, Israel-Palestine is like a microcosmos of this entire thing. Palestine does something terrible to Israel. Everyone is like, no, bomb them into the dirt, pave entirety of Gaza. Then Israel starts shooting civilians, and slowly but surely people go, oh, Israel, the bad guys. And we repeat again, infinitely, which is why again they just need to end that fucking war.
Yeah, and so like this is another one of those things where it's like, really, the right should just ease off and just do the things that we wanted done. Really,
They should just be the acceptance party. It's like, okay, realistically, we need to return back to the idea of what you do in the privacy of your own home is your own fucking business. That easy.
well, no, I don't even agree with that anymore. But the
Heresy is the question. Fire is the
I
answer.
think honestly, I'm fine with them making it hard to access porn. Right? I think that's actually a good thing. But I can't remember where I was going with this now.
Well, the problem is that they don't stop at difficult. They never stop at difficult.
Well,
I mean, look at Steam, right? Like to access porn on Steam, you need to go out of your way to find out where the button is. You need to click that. When you create an account, they ask you for your age. They don't ask you for your age just when you go to the game. Like when you create an account, they already ask you for your age. So now if you bought games, you can't change that, right? And so they know based on what you said in the beginning, like 10 years ago when you created how old you are. And then when you actually do go to the games, you need a credit card to buy them. And that's still not enough. And it's like, oh, go fuck yourself. Like that is probably one of the most safest systems available and reasonable, right?
Heresy is the
Yeah.
question.
Short of
Fire
scanning
is
a
the
man's
answer.
face before he does so, yep.
Yeah, short of like showing your ID. And the problem is with this, all this ID gets stored somewhere. And the moment it gets hacked, identity theft, last time I checked, is a serious offense and a big problem for people, right? Like imagine you gave your ID in order to access Twitter, and as many times has it happened, even with big companies, like someone hacks all that data. Is the government going to be responsible? No. Is Twitter going to be responsible? Of course, right?
Yep. I think it's already plenty difficult enough. Like, we have... Basically, can we prevent somebody? Let's say we have got a 13-year-old, as V says. Can we prevent that person from accessing porn? Probably not. The only way we could be able to do so is by fucking mounting a camera on the PC and face scanning him every time he opens a website. So, keeping it on the payment processes, making it so that parents can effectively and accurately control it, giving them access. I mean, I even like the idea of phones for children. Like, you can't buy a full functionality phone until you're 18. I'd be happy with that.
Yeah.
me too.
And it's not just like porn, like people focus on that, but there's a lot of shit I don't want my kids seeing.
Yeah.
Like for instance, I don't want him to hang around with communists.
Well, it's
No,
not an ideology,
seriously, right?
Yeah, I know, but like it's like brain rot algorithm stuff that I'm actually most worried about. Because like my 10-year-old, if I don't pay attention to what he's doing, he'll watch shorts on YouTube all day,
Yes.
and it's just like, no, son. And I literally, whenever I catch him doing, I'm like, turn this off.
No,
He knows
son,
he's in
watch Sargon of Akkad channel. Look, I got a backlog.
Exactly.
Start from 2016.
Obviously, I don't make him watch my channel, but like, I'm fine with him watching long form videos, but like, I don't want him watching the fucking TikTok brain rot.
You know what I want to do, and you can tell me as a father if this works or not. Download on a USB like all the Stargates and all the Battlestar Galactica and shit, and then make him watch those.
Hey, I don't know whether it would work or not, 'cause I haven't tried it, but I mean, you can probably find them online, can't you?
I know where to find them. The question is like, would he like it?
Maybe. It depends like how old your child is and what they're
Yeah.
into.
No, like when he's going to be my age, because I'm thinking like, look, if it worked for me, it will work for him, right? So like, buy him a laptop, offline. Start with like some Prince of Persia and some DOS games, and as he grows up, you get him through the actual history of gaming.
I think the important thing to remember is they don't begin life in a vacuum, right? So
yeah, like that's what I'm worried about. Like he will go to school and he'll be like, "Well, why is my daddy abusing me?" Like, what do you mean? He's not buying me a chatbot. All the cool kids have chatbots, but my daddy. And it's
it's fine to like put your foot down on that. But like, when it comes to like a modern game that everyone's playing, like the new version of Fortnite or whatever, they'll want that.
Yes.
it depends on the age, right? Because I'm thinking like up until he was 14. No,
I know. I'm giving
even earlier, like
whatever it is.
The primary like birthday wish, Christmas gift thing for kids these days, starting at like age 6 up, is virtual currency. It's not Legos anymore or anything like that. It's V-Bucks and this shit.
really?
Yes, it's awful.
Holy shit!
I've forbidden these things.
I will forbid them as
my
well.
My oldest daughter was she wants Robux, and I was like, "What's that?" She's like, "Well, that's money I can spend on Roblox." And I was like, "So it's nothing. It's nothing for nothing, right?"
You know what I'm going to do though? I'm going to start taxing my kids. I'm going to make my wife give the money, and I'm going to take half. And I will say, well, this is the government. I guarantee to you, they will grow up as the most libertarian, right-wing child on fucking planet Earth.
Yeah,
like whenever you'll see the government come up with a new measure, it's like, how much is this going to cost me?
Yeah. But the thing is, like, you not being an insane leftist will probably be enough, right?
Yeah.
You don't
know
need
what?
to
I should make it so hard that he actually has to do mathematics to calculate how much he owes me.
You got to do your own tax return now, son.
Yeah, and I'll actually, like add various taxes. It's like for being able to use the fork and knife at the dinner table. Yeah, like everything is going to be taxed.
God, Romania sucks, man. But then Britain sucks too. So.
Yeah, you say that, right?
Everywhere
but like, if you grew up in my household, you'd have been a more right-wing Chad from the get-go. You'd have gone through your libertarian period.
I think he'd just assume that he needs to be given everything for free instead, honestly. But yep, no, I do actually believe that there is an opportunity here for the left to re-seize young men. If the governments don't control themselves, it will happen. Fortunately, their recent attempt did fail, where they hired Olivia Giuliana to teach them how to connect with young men. That didn't work out, and he was apparently fired.
Well,
I don't know why. She has such a bestial attraction to her. Even the best laid plans. Even the best laid plans fail.
What
But-
else has happened this week?
From one Democrat to the other, the Hunter Biden interview.
Right, okay, yeah.
Jesus. Holy shit. What the fuck? Somebody's minder fell asleep or something. I don't know.
So I didn't watch the interview, but I saw the clips going around. So why was Hunter Biden doing an interview?
That's the question everybody is asking themselves right now. How the hell did this happen? So,
But not just how did it happen, what's the point?
well, I genuinely think his minder must have taken a day off or something, because he didn't even do this on publicly or anything. He did this with a YouTuber.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, so some
then I know the
YouTuber,
point.
a fairly large one, mind you, like 3 million subscribers, so not a nobody by any stretch of the
Yeah.
imagination. But he gave an interview to this no institutions guy, who, again, to be fair, also did a really good job of it.
Right.
And he was saying the most outlandish shit, just openly. He claimed that his father's poor debate performance might be because he was on Ambien, drugged out of his mind.
Did he say anything about him being called Pedo Pete in his fucking phone?
Well, he admitted to the laptop, and he just goes, well, how can you judge me for my online life?
You know what I think this is?
Okay, yeah.
A lot of us like to think that politicians are always like, having some
What?
intention, and we don't think
Hang
that
on,
maybe
hang
it's
on, hang on.
emotional.
The Hunter Biden is actually not a politician.
Correct. Yes, but like my point still stands. Like we like to think that this is like some grand Machiavellian move. What if it's just emotional? What if it's like full of spite? Fucking hates the fact that everyone looks at him and thinks of the laptop.
Yep.
And so he's going on this in order to just air his grievances. Like, well, what the fuck are they going to do against me? And he's just spilling the beans out of like complete spite. And as I said, everyone lives in Eastern Europe. You just haven't figured it out yet.
Well, to put it like this, V, guess whose lawyer just died?
Oh, the Epstein lawyer.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was saying, like, if anybody knows how this game works,
Well, to be fair, that
Hunter
guy was
Biden.
80,
yeah, true.
Yes.
so maybe
he vaccinated,
maybe he
though?
was vaccinated. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he was vaccinated. We need to know that before we can declare foul play. But like, Hunter Biden knows how this works. I guarantee you, his dad's advisors and lawyers have gone it over with him again and again and again. Like, no, Hunter, please shut your fucking mouth.
Yeah, but like probably, he didn't say any of the things that would actually get him in trouble. Like there are some things you can say.
Oh no, he said plenty. Like the accusation that his dad was probably on Ambien, like drugged out of his mind during debate, that gets him in trouble.
Oh, but that's known already.
Known, as in we all knew it, but not confirmed. Now we know. He lashes out against the Democrats for basically carrying out a coup against his father, which they did. But again, it's one of those things. We all knew it was a coup, but you're not allowed to say it.
Oh, it's like the dev argument. It's like, but now we can prove it.
Yeah. Now it's come from a
Now we can
source.
prove it.
Mm-hmm. But he's still apparently all for Kamala Harris, which is intriguing. Maybe he thinks that he can be her running mate, which would be funny.
God, do you think she'll run again?
I hope so.
Who are the Democrats going to front, though? They have no one. Like
Well,
the only
Kamala
type
Harris
of-
is that person, isn't she?
No, I don't think she will run again, man. No. I mean, only if they want to lose, right?
Well,
I was looking at the New York guy, like the mayor that he has. Like, he's always smiling. Like he can talk about kids being molested and he will smile. Like
Yeah,
literally
yeah.
any topic he picks, he smiles at the camera. It's fucking creepy.
Listen, the answer is obvious, right? It's going to be AOC.
You think so?
Yeah.
But she has lost so much reputation with Israel. Like, she
Israel,
alienated her
Israel has lost so much reputation with everyone else.
Yes. But like her supporting Israeli policy and voting, like I see people on Twitch, they're so fucking mad. They like worse than calling her incompetent, they're calling her a grifter. And
Yeah,
so
but she can pivot on that.
Fire is the
Hmm.
answer.
I would say if they're feeling confident, they're going to probably run Pete Buttigieg.
No.
Buttigieg.
no, he did such a bad job. He did such a bad job as the transportation minister.
Not only
Nah,
that, but
nobody cares.
he's honestly right. Like they're going to be having conversations like, can we really run a gay man who adopted a boy?
Yes, like the culture has shifted. The Overton
Yeah,
window has
yeah.
moved. The LGBT is
AOC
not
is a
in
big
vogue
booty
anymore.
Latina. That's much more palatable.
Yeah, but she's retarded.
Yeah, sure, but so was Kamala Harris.
You know what
True,
would be
but
funny?
nobody knows her. Like the left, because the left thinks not necessarily politically. They think emotionally, morally, philosophically. Here, they're gonna
Yes.
have to go with Buttigieg. I think. I don't think they have any other that they can swallow, except Kamala Harris, because she's the woman it was supposed to be her turn.
So another thing about Buttigieg is that he's not really very likable. Actually, people don't tend to actually really like having him
Yeah.
like. Talk.
I think they will
AOC
move
is very
away.
charismatic.
Kamala was?
Kamala was charismatic.
Was she?
No, no, Sargon,
I'm not
you haven't
sure
seen
about
her.
that.
Jesus Christ,
She
no.
was. She was not unlikable. She was just really stupid.
Sargon, if you invite her over for a dinner, would she make your wife laugh?
Yeah, probably.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
She's
I don't
like,
know about this
she's-
one.
She's not an unpleasant person. She's just fucking crazy.
Have you seen like the 60-minute interview where it's like the full thing, like how unlikable she can be? Like I was cringing through the whole thing.
Yeah, I think she is
cringing-
active. I think she is actively repulsive to most people.
Yeah, not as her idea, Sargon, because like I can separate the ideas. It's like, okay, she's a leftist, so like I'll give her
But
that.
on a personal level, she doesn't.
Yeah,
seem
exactly. At a
terribly
personal
objectionable.
level, she's awful.
Why?
She acts higher than you. She acts like she dominates the fucking room, and she can't back it up.
I didn't get that from her. But okay, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. But AOC is likable,
AOC is likable, yes, and she dances really good.
and she's got big booty. So
She's got big booty. I think they will move away from the cock and pussy identity
Heresy's
politics.
the
Like you're
question.
not going to
Fire
see
is
any
the
more
answer.
LGBT stuff. You're not going to see any more men versus women. I think people are done past that. You're going to see more race. You're going to see more talks about probably welfare. And if Trump messes up on something, you know, close to the election, they're going to talk about that. And I do think you're going to see the left talking about free speech.
Yes, probably. I would agree with the pivot to race, and I will agree on a pivot to free speech.
well, you notice that was a core part of the South Park episode. Oh, is Trump going to cancel us next? No, he's not.
But that's going to be the narrative.
Yeah.
And the thing is, too, I want to point out, Trump has severely weakened himself with his base over the Epstein thing. That was
I
just
know.
incredibly poorly handled on every level.
Oh, I know. I don't know who's advising Trump, but they should just shut the fuck up.
Which also means
Like-
that since he can't run again, and I think if he tries that now, he's going to fuck himself.
No, he
Well,
won't
yeah,
win.
you can't.
Yeah.
He can't run again. You know how? He becomes vice president. He becomes running man for like someone else, like JD Vance. And
Yeah,
JD Vance wins the election. JD Vance steps down, and Trump is president.
To be honest with you, Trump's just too fucking old.
Yes.
Yeah, that too.
Like he's just too old, and everyone knows he's too old. Right? He's not going to run again.
And like Vance is interesting because I like a lot of the way that he's thinking. He seems like a more new man politician, but I don't know if he'll be able to sell that to the majority of the American populace yet.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Again, I like Vance as well. Vance really grew on me, actually.
He's charismatic, yeah.
Yeah.
Elon
but
Musk
he's
is a wild card. Do you
he's
think like
he's a great talker, but the thing is, I mean, like, I actually don't think the Republicans have that many options.
No, they do not. That's my point. Like the Republicans
Yeah.
do not have a lot of options.
Okay, they got the Florida man. They got Ted
Yeah,
Cruz.
that's the thing. I don't think DeSantis is president material, and I say this as someone who likes DeSantis.
What about Ted Cruz?
Terrible, fucking terrible. Like Ted Cruz is what Ted Cruz has is remarkably partisan appeal, right? So obviously, right wingers like him because he's a massive Israel shill. He's, a completely orthodox conservative Republican, right? And so that works just fine for an orthodox conservative state. But there's no cross-party appeal with Ted Cruz. Like every Democrat just rolls their eyes whenever he talks.
What about the son of Donald Trump?
No,
Barron?
He's too young.
Yeah, too young. Way too
Do
young.
you know who would people vote for unironically? Kyle Rittenhouse.
Nah.
No.
If you get Kyle Rittenhouse into politics, I
No,
fucking guarantee to you people.
No. This is online boomer brain talking.
Yep,
Do you
absolutely.
think so?
100%.
Because it's the
Don't
same
wrong,
with
and
Elon
I say
as
this
well.
as someone who likes Kyle Rittenhouse. Like, no, be real, that's not happening.
It's got to be like out of the other candidates, Florida man,
DeSantis, yeah.
DeSantis, yes. I think he's probably the best alternative out of the bad alternatives, but I think it'll have to probably be Vance, and I don't know how that'll work. I definitely don't think Elon is an option.
No, of course not. Yeah, I mean, Elon literally can't because he's not an American.
Elon wants to
He wasn't
start
born
his own
American.
party, and it will be interesting. He's not
No,
to get.
it's fucking
No,
retarded.
listen. He's not trying to get a lot of votes. He wants to get
Okay.
enough seats in key states so he can actually swing close votes. And if the richest man on earth can't have enough money to buy a couple of seats, then no one can.
Yeah,
I think
but
he
the
can
thing
actually
is,
pull it
no,
off.
hang on. Okay, stop, right.
Yeah.
Like, stop buying into the left's narrative, because we saw that Michael Bloomberg couldn't buy shit, right?
Yeah, but like he
Unbel-
wasn't trying. He wasn't
He
trying
was.
to do
Michael
what-
Bloomberg was trying to buy his way into politics, and it totally fucking failed. Right? It is actually, people are not robots. Like, people
Yeah, but
have
like-
people have a
Look
feeling.
at Soros. Like Soros bought himself into politics, right?
No, he's not. Soros has never held an elected office.
No. He bought judges so that.
Yeah, but that's not buying yourself into politics, V. Right?
Well, Elon Musk
What-
doesn't want to run himself. Like he wants to make a party and he wants to buy people into politics.
Sure, but it's not going to work.
We'll see.
No, literally, it's not. We will absolutely see. But the answer will be, oh yeah, there wasn't a constituency for what Elon is selling.
No,
Like
like
that-
bookmark this and we will watch. And I say 5 seats. I think his party will get at least 5 seats.
There isn't a constituency for what Elon is selling. Right? Socially liberal and fiscally conservative doesn't exist.
Mhm.
We'll see.
This is why
Because
the
there are
Libertarian
a
Party.
couple of right wingers that really dislike the Republican culture, and there are a couple of libertarians that like they just want
Yeah, but this is why the
hedonism.
Libertarian Party, have they even ever had like a senator or a congressman?
Yeah, but the Libertarian Party is like the Democrats. Like you literally get the same shit.
Yeah, but that's what Elon's offering.
Elon is offering the tech bros type of thing.
Yeah, but the Libertarians are very close with that, right? Like socially liberal but fiscally conservative. There's just
Yeah, but they bring the
nothing
woke
happening there.
politics, and Elon is against the woke politics. Again,
No.
we can argue about this for hours. We will see, I guess. Time
Sure,
will
but
pass.
honestly,
We'll see,
there's just no constituency for it.
Yeah, I don't think Elon's a shot. So it's going to be kind of difficult for all parties, and we're going to probably in America see now a fall of the old guard as well, as signaled by Stephen Colbert, The Late Show being cancelled, and apparently it lost like $14 million.
A year,
Yeah,
not just one time, a year.
like this was a titan of American television. Like I think this show is like 30 years old,
Service
which
guarantee.
for a nation like
Wow.
America is pretty venerable.
Yeah, no, it started in 1993,
Mhm.
and Colbert took it over in 2015, and he killed it.
And it was because it went too political. Too
Yeah.
partisan
It was so
political.
fucking boring, though. Like, have you seen any episodes?
Not
Yeah,
recently.
not clips, but like actually watch an episode.
I've watched a few, but I mean, you can see the cringe on the most popular ones. Like, for example, you remember the vaccination dance?
Oh my god. Oh.
Yeah, but
Like-
it's not just that. Like, so the problem that Colbert had, that didn't happen in previous eras, was that generally, whatever if there was political satire on it, it was just against whatever the government was.
Yes.
And Colbert aligned himself with the government, 100%, and put himself against the outsider who was representing the regular people. And so he was going to naturally lose his audience through that.
This is why the was it the Daily Show with Jon Stewart?
Yep.
Did so very well for so very long because his position was generally whoever's in power, I'll mock them. And this even came from a person who is a self-declared socialist as well.
But the thing is, this was a lot easier to do when it was Bush and the
Yes.
Republicans in power. When the
Yes.
Democrats got into power, he became a partisan shill too.
He tried not
mean,
to,
well,
but
no,
he also
he-
did
he-
eventually fail.
He was he was always a partisan shill, but like he became an obvious partisan shill.
Yes. To the point where he, one of the first YouTube videos he did under Apple's supervision, you could literally debunk most of his points by simply playing old clips of Jon Stewart at him.
Yeah, I know. But but like you were saying, like he got worse over the years too. Like they they never used to be this bad. And I love the ironic turnaround of, back in 2009 or something when he was on Tucker Carlson's show saying that you're bad for America, you're hurting America. And now Tucker Carlson is the rank outsider who's being pretty fucking edgy and interesting, getting, 16 million Twitter followers, however many, goddamn hundreds of millions of fucking views. And Jon Stewart's limping along, still as a sort of late night host. It's like, man, things changed.
Yep.
How much creative control do you think the host has over these shows?
Loads.
In the case of Stephen Colbert, a lot.
Yeah. Probably entirely.
And like these old titans are beginning to die out. And very interestingly, with both of the two recent big superhero movies, Superman and Fantastic Four, they're the same fucking movie. They have the same presentation, the same aesthetic, the same style, and are both minimally political. It shows that even like the media corporations, everybody's gotten the same message. Now it's just a question to see how long until they actually manage to distill that message into something worthwhile.
Well, this is why, I was wondering, growing up, I had heroes like Hulk Hogan and, all the Incredibles, the ones that, the action heroes, the Van Dammes and the Arnold and shit. And I was wondering, like, what do the current generation has?
Nothing.
And I think it's the
Pedro
influencers.
Pascal!
No, besides him, right?
Fire.
I
What do you
think,
mean
like,
besides him? He's everything.
He is, like, and Pedro Pascal too. Like, the problem is, he is a manufactured icon. He didn't become this way on his own. He simply got picked by all of the directors to be everything. Like, I shit you not, the closest thing we have to a genuine, like, viral celebrity phenomena these days is probably Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah.
What about Jason Momoa? Like, he's really popular with the ladies.
Yeah, but again, unisex appeal pretty much.
Well, I mean, Sydney Sweeney only really appeals to men, right?
I suppose. But again, like, that kind of showed, like,
I assume anyway.
that wasn't the celebrities we grew up with. Like, the celebrities were big. Everybody knew those. Like Tom Cruise,
But
Leonardo
Art,
DiCaprio.
I will say something you may hate, but Iron Mouse, Gargura, these are the celebrities now. Like,
No.
Cable
No, they're
is
not.
dead.
No.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, they aren't. They're tiny by comparison. Absolutely
They were
minuscule
on
by
the
comparison.
Dodgers football stadium.
Yeah,
There
and
was a
so
Mickey
is
Mouse up there.
Coca-Cola
It was-
commercials and fucking Band-Aids.
Yeah, I don't agree with you, V.
How much do you want to bet, Sargon, that your kid is going to watch Gargura?
Sure, maybe they will. I don't know, right? But a fictional thing can't fill the role of a celebrity. A celebrity has to be a real person.
Here, I'll show you the
So-
equivalent of your Gargura. Here you go. Peppa Pig.
Peppa
Yeah.
Pig?
Yes. That's what children
What
are
the fuck
watching
is it?
now. Religiously.
Yeah, unfortunately.
What age?
Well, preteen.
Yeah, preteens. Up to like 8,
Yeah, but
9,
like, we're
10.
talking about like teenagers now, right? So
no,
like,
not teenagers watching.
I wasn't watching Arnold Schwarzenegger when I was a preteen, right? Like I didn't have like action heroes when I was like 7. I was watching Peppa Pig as well.
Right.
But I'm talking about, like role models, like people that you grow up with. And I think it's going to be chatbots and VTubers.
Chatbots, yeah, because I think chatbots are going to kill VTubers. I think VTubers are extinct in 10, 20 years.
It's our profession as well. I'm a fucking VTuber. Art.
No,
Don't
it's not.
fix it
See,
like
here's
that.
the thing. What is a VTuber? A VTuber is, hey, I'm that anime girl you like. And that's it. Heck, except they're human. They fuck up. They do dumb shit. They burn out. AI Girl will never do that, and it offers the exact same thing. Hey, I'm that anime girl you like, but better.
Just so we're clear, and I clarify my position, I'm not saying VTubers are hot shit because they are hot shit. I'm saying they're hot shit because there's nothing else.
Well, that's why the
Absolutely
chatbots will wipe them out.
nothing.
The
else.
chatbots will destroy that.
Yeah, like I said, that's the chatbots are what they are selling, but better.
And it'll just be through a process of fucking attrition as well. Like, the VTuber has to sleep.
Mm-hmm. And it's also the fact that the VTubers can't stay out of fucking drama. They just can't, because they're humans.
Think like people actually like the drama.
No,
It's kind of like
no, they
people
don't.
who watch.
So,
Yeah.
some,
come on.
some-
Do you know how much money?
some
Like there are
people-
drama channels that monetize it.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
absolutely. But that's because people like laugh at them.
drama, right? Some people. A lot of people don't.
Okay, Arch. Sorry, Sargon. Listen, there's this girl, right? And she was young and she couldn't go play outside because she's got an immune disease. If you sneeze on her, she gets really, really sick. And so she's in her house and she starts streaming a little bit, but she's afraid because like people see her face. She doesn't know how to socialize. And one day she starts VTubing, and then a company abuses her. Like she makes a charity donation, raises $500,000 for charity. The company steals that money, Sargon.
Tree.
Okay.
And her friends, like one of them gets swatted, and the company doesn't pay the sponsorship. That is fucking drama that you can sell. You can make a movie that's much better than Adolescence. And like people in Britain are going to watch the living shit out of that because it's got soul, it's got emotion, it's a roller coaster ride. That's what
Some
people
people.
like in VTubing.
Some people will watch that, yeah.
And then, in 5 years' time, it'll come out that she lied about everything.
Or she'll get face docs and she'll be ugly and everything.
But that's even better. That's the sequel.
That's
That's a
not the
fucking
sequel.
sequel.
That is
Now
what.
you
That
get
is my
something-
entire point. That is what ruins the VTuber. Like most of these VTubers live in desperate fear that their past will be brought up.
Autograph Andy Rick.
Stop that YouTube ads. Squealing at me.
But also, like, I just don't think the market for that is as big as you think it is.
I don't know, man. I think it's as big as Hollywood used to be.
Can I sell your feet?
No, I don't see any evidence of that.
The drama is terrible for the people in it, though. Says chat. Yep, that too.
Yeah, but
And
we're
also,
not
like-
talking about.
I'm also going to say now, I blame the fucking VTubers, okay? I'm going full dev on this, all right? I'm going
Whoa.
full dev. So these women, they're not coming like, oh yeah, no, I wasn't paid for years. I was under a terrible contract. My lawyer told me it was terrible. Everyone advised me against it. I still did it. All right, you're retarded. You deserve it.
Well, I actually know why it's happening. It's because Vishojo didn't keep their super chats. It only kept the merchandise and the sponsorships and, like the stuff that they were doing anyway. And so if you're a multi-billionaire and the company that has paid you consistently over the last couple of years is now saying, well, we have some difficulties. Like, don't worry about it. We'll get it. Yeah, I can see why they would trust the company and they will be like, all right, fine.
Yeah, but
And
now
it's
they
only
claim
like,
they
what,
didn't
like 4 or
trust the
5
company.
months that they didn't get
They're
paid?
all saying now that not only did they knew they were getting fucked over, but that everyone knew they were getting fucked over.
Service guarantees
Yeah,
citizenship.
but Arch, like if you were to talk with Susan Wojcicki back when she was alive, and people would ask you, well, if you knew that YouTube was so bad during the pandemic, why did you stay, Arch?
Because I complained about it every fucking chance I got. And I'm not going to now go like, oh, I had no idea. I'm the victim of this. No, it's always been shit. I've always been trying to do something about it.
And that is fair, actually. It has always been shit, and we have been complaining about it for years.
That is
Mhm.
true, yes. I can't.
I'm annoyed by the fact that it comes across as so fucking womanly. Where one person gets the balls to speak up, Iron Mouse, and good for her, and then all of the other women are suddenly like, oh, me too.
Ironic, considering every VTuber is a man.
Yep, that too.
Service guarantees
And I love the fact that the official explanation of VShojo is shutting down now is that the talent cost too much and couldn't earn their money back. I hope that's true.
I mean, well, hang on. If VTubing is such a big fucking industry, why aren't they making money?
Well, no, Sargon, they weren't taking the super chats, right? Like that's where the money is. What the company did is like, let's say I'm your company, right? And what I do for you is I make a Dakibakura pillow of you and then I sell it. And you get 10% and I get 90%. That's what Vishojo was doing, right? I find sponsorships. I get coffee brand coffee and put it on your channel and
Sure.
you take 10% and I get 90%.
Okay, but don't you have ad revenue?
Yes, but apparently not enough because you're making
well, no,
multi-million
okay.
dollars.
Hang on, stop. Right. Okay, So if you're a VTuber, say you've got a
Yeah.
million subscribers, who's the biggest VTuber?
I think it's no Gargura. I think.
Right.
Isn't she
okay,
dead?
how
I'm
many-
pretty sure she's dead.
No, she resurrected. She's like,
Oh yeah, but she's another thing now.
yeah, she's another thing.
But I
how do you
like
spell
that.
it?
So, V's argument is that they paid them too much.
No, that's not my argument. That's what she
It
said.
is, because that's why they died.
No,
They should have taken more of their money.
No. I was saying that the super chats belong to the VTubers, right?
Yeah,
So,
and
like,
they
the
shouldn't.
company,
The
Visholja
company should take those super chats.
Yeah.
Visholja wasn't a normal company. They would take VTubers already popular, and you can't get them on board unless you have like a really good contract for them.
Yeah, but
'Cause,
they
like,
didn't
if you
have a
had a
really good
VTuber
contract because that's what the VTubers are now complaining about, that they had terrible contracts that they signed anyway.
But if you're a successful VTuber, why would you sign a contract with the company?
Because like they would do the merchandise for you and other shit that you wouldn't do, and
Because women are
most of
fucking
them
dependent on men, that's why.
Why wouldn't you just hire someone to fucking do that?
because they're women, Sargon. I know you think they're bad, but like they are women. They don't
Oh, I
socialize.
don't believe it. Don't believe it.
Yeah, they're afraid of failure. Like, you need to understand how a woman brain works, right? A woman's brain is like, oh no, don't do that. You're going to embarrass yourself. You're not going to make it. Like,
Yeah.
I look at the women around me, and that's literally how they think, right? Like
Me,
every time
I've been
there's,
married
like,
for a fucking decade, and my wife
oh well,
really
there
doesn't.
we go, right? So
My
like,
wife
why-
doesn't want me doing anything because she's worried. So I know
She's
how it
worried,
works.
yeah. And meanwhile, the brain of a man is like when you
Yeah.
embarrass yourself, you're like, it wasn't such a big deal.
Yeah,
Like some woman rejects you, and it's like, her loss. Who fucking cares?
Yeah.
Right? And so that's the community manager. That's the man that they need in their life in order to make collabs happen. Do you know
So-
how
Why-
difficult?
Why
Go
don't
on.
they just ask their husbands to do it?
Women are
They
dumb.
do.
They can't do
Some
anything
of
by themselves, and the company should have taken more of their money so they could continue babysitting them. I agree, V.
Do you know how difficult it is to organize a collab for a VTuber Arch? Like, again, you talk to her and she's like, I want to get more subscribers. And you're like, okay, well, why don't you collab with someone that has the same amount of subscribers? I think you're going to be a good fit. Oh, but what if she says no?
Will you find
So
out?
then you
Well-
have to
well,
talk
what
with
happens if
her
she says no,
manager.
bitch?
Yeah, then you talk with the other manager to talk with that chick, and that chick tells the manager to tell you at what time. And it's like, that is the most convoluted shit that I have ever experienced in my entire fucking life.
But it's not as convoluted as Hunter Biden. And I want to wrap that topic up also before you wander off on explaining to V why he's wrong about VTubers again. With a
Well, I
little
mean-
thing. So one of the things that people are pushing now is that Hunter Biden might be beginning to try to make waves as an outsider candidate for political office.
Go for it.
How amazing would that be?
The president America deserves. An ex-junkie with pictures of him with like naked 12-year-olds.
And the worst part is, I actually think he might have a shot, because if there's something that the Americans love, it is the ridiculous underdog candidate.
Yes.
Uh,
And it's also the clown vote. Like, if you guys make a circus, I'll send you clowns.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
It's like, I don't think, and that's why I'm thinking maybe this was a brilliant play by his minders, because I don't believe that he would be allowed to do this under normal circumstances. Not a chance.
I just don't know why we would do it. What's in it for?
Exactly. Like, what is in it for him? To attack the entire Democrat establishment, to shame them, to claim that his dad was on drugs, to claim that they cooed him, that they abused him. All of this shit. He could just be venting. He could just be like, oh, I'm going to find the biggest
Yeah.
YouTuber I can find, just complain to
Yeah.
them. Possibly.
Yeah. That's definitely a possibility.
If he's the anti-system candidate, like, that's literally what the left feeds on, right? Like, being the anti-system.
Yeah.
And like, what better choice than to be like, well, they tried to take me down, but now I'm back.
Yeah, no,
Like, who's
that's...
they, Hunter? The Democrats. The system. No, wait.
But that is actually kind of a brilliant idea. Okay, so Trump got a lot of traction based on being the anti-system candidate. Now he's standing on stage going, what Epstein file? What?
Yeah. And not only that, but like, think about that. All the old guard is probably going to be out of politics. Like, Pelosi's
what-
going to be out.
Yeah.
Hillary is
Well,
going to be out, right?
Why not
And
get
you will
someone who's
say
like
that-
proud of being in the Epstein files?
Well, I mean, Hunter could basically position himself as No, I hate all the Democrats. All the old guard you hate, I fucking despise them. Nancy Pelosi, the whole gang, I hate all of them. And if you vote for me, I'll burn it all down. And then people will believe him, and they'll vote him in. And he won't burn it all down.
Well, I mean, maybe he would.
He'll be the American Nigel Farage.
Well, honestly, I think he'd be more based than Nigel Farage. Anyone would be more based. But, like Hunter Biden's actually a former crack addict, right? So, like, who knows what he'll do? Like, he doesn't sound like a man who's in control of his impulses. You know what I mean?
He would be the first president.
Sure.
Hey,
But, like,
yeah.
Hunter Biden, look, there are photos of him with, like, 12-year-olds naked.
Yeah, but... Well, not allegedly. He admitted to it kind of in this interview. But as he said, who are you to judge him on his digital profile, Sargon?
Someone who
Did he
doesn't have
actually say
fucking
that?
naked photos of myself with 12-year-olds, Hunter. Fuck's sake.
Are those photos confirmed though, or is it like? Because I heard the.
I don't hear any fucking denials.
I did hear denials. That's what I'm saying. Like I heard people saying that they're forgeries.
Yeah, fuck off. Not taking Hunter Biden's word for it.
If nothing else, it would be a fun firebomb to toss into the Oval Office and see what happens.
Well, if nothing else, it's a fun firebomb to toss into the Democrat Party.
Mm-hmm. There are opportunities here, I think. Definitely opportunities here.
It is funny either way.
Also, I want to have a call out to somebody who has been clearly unjustly vilified. John Cena, the granted, confirmed China simp. Yes, true.
Yeah,
but
John Cena?
But he made his girlfriend sign a 75-page contract before moving into his mansion, referring to her as a guest, which had to leave the house at the drop of a hat if their relationship ever ended.
Oh, that's a marriage that's going to work, isn't it?
Will it hold in court though? Because like I know the Americans, they don't care about.
He kicked her out. They broke up, and he kicked her out. Cheeto, Cheeto, bitch! I found somebody younger than you.
Jesus.
Stigma John Cena.
That's almost enough for me to forgive him for that incredibly cringe apologizes in Chinese video.
Do you think like it's going to be the John Cena method now? Like you had the Mike Pence method, and now people are going to have like the John Cena method.
Maybe. Like, again, 75-page contract. That wasn't just like, listen, babe, if we break up, you gotta leave. You could sum that up in a post-it note. That was a lot of specifics right there. You may not leave the refrigerator door open. You may only use one drawer for your makeup, etc.
Imagine being the lawyer that has to draft that.
Well,
I mean, I'm sure he was happy billing $1,000 a
Yeah,
fucking hour.
like trying to keep a straight face while you're writing it.
Oh, he's probably an expert in this, but probably not the first time he's done this.
Jesus.
I mean, Christ.
Do you think like they have boilerplates for celebrities?
Yeah, probably.
Like famous people that want to John Cena their way into life?
I'm sure they do. Like, I
Why wouldn't
mean,
they?
because again, if you're smart, if you're worth millions of dollars and you're living in a fucking castle, you better get a bit of a lawyer up before you invite somebody in.
After the Johnny Depp event, after the Stocko Bed event, like they probably have lawyers that even have that written down.
There's probably literally like an Amber Heard contract somewhere.
In the event you shit the bed, you will leave the premise.
Yeah. The in case of psycho girlfriend contract.
But I don't know, because like a lot of men find psycho girls hot.
Because
And
they
so-
are be.
Yeah, that's
They
good.
are, yes. I don't know why though. Like, why are we built like that? It's kind of the same way like women find violent men to be hot. You know, like there are people with PhD that are single, but I haven't heard of a single drug dealer that doesn't have at least 2 girlfriends.
Yeah,
So,
but
like,
it's all about passing on genes, V. It's like, you
I
know,
guess, yeah.
she's going to be
But,
good
like,
in bed, and she wants it. So
yeah, but like, what is the connection between the psychosis and the passing of genes, Sark?
well, the fact that she's don't know how to say this without sounding mean. That she's gonna have emotional hang-ups and issues that are resolved through sex.
See, for me, it's the simple fact that if you are constantly worried about having to defend yourself from a woman, then that's a good woman, okay? If there is a chance that you might be assaulted with a sharp object, that makes everything better. It makes you pay more attention to life, you know?
Well, we've discovered Arch's type.
Again, I have a scar on my head for a reason.
Well, so you dodged just in time.
I did, unironically.
Were you like Donald
Interesting.
Trump? Like you just looked at the chart and like,
Oh, that's weird. I've known you for like a decade, Arch. How have I only just learned that you like bad girls?
It's not usually the topic of our conversations.
Yeah,
It's
I
true,
guess
but
not.
like I always thought that Ash likes like a good Christian woman.
Yeah, I
You know,
assumed that.
silent, keeps to herself.
No. He wants trouble.
He wants the berserker, yeah.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I honestly I respect it.
I've been with relatively few women who haven't attempted to do me bodily harm at one point or another.
Interesting.
Have you asked Styx about how to defend yourself in that situation?
Well, as,
You know, like he
from
goes
what
by the
I
name
heard,
Flankers, apparently.
he wasn't the one getting attacked, though. He was the one doing it. And I don't like that. You shouldn't do that.
Yeah, but like that's the point. He wasn't the one getting attacked, so he knows something. Like I'm not telling you to like ask him.
No,
how
but
to
it's an
defeat her.
entirely different genre. You're mixing this up.
Yeah.
No. I'm asking you how to learn to summon Stolas so that he can defend you.
Nah, different genre.
Yeah,
Huh.
definitely. Like, there's nothing particularly difficult about grabbing a woman and pushing them up against the wall. That's fairly easy. That's why you need to arm
he
them
didn't do
first.
that. No. See, no, he didn't do that. Like what he did, according to what I understand, he threw the phone in the bed, and then the phone then ricochet as if by magic. And I'm telling you, it's Stolas's work. That the phone then went and like clipped her on the head, right? So like he didn't want to do it. Like even if he tried to do that trick shot, he wouldn't manage to. It's demonic intervention.
Well, you
Got it.
don't know that. Like, it's because that is more skill, right? If you can toss an object and boomerang it around the house, ricocheting off stuff to strike the woman, okay, fair enough. You know, you put effort in.
I
Like at
actually
that
don't know
point,
what the
no
story
one
of
is going to
Styx is.
mess with you because like she's going to be like Jesus. Like this guy's like Keanu from the Matrix. Like
Well, I
gotta,
actually
like,
don't know what the story is, but like, you know, either way, it doesn't matter. We've got Archer's thing. It's not that.
All right, let me do some of the super chats as well. M1 Garand music. What's Carl's take on curry, and why is Archer wuss?
Curry.
Yeah, curry.
I mean, it's okay.
Is it?
Oh, yeah, it's all right. Like, all the best curries were invented in England, so like chicken tikka masala and stuff, all English. They're all right.
Sargon, are you
Mason.
saying what is English culture? Curry.
Partly. Like
I do agree
honestly,
that-
almost every curry you go when you go to a curry house, they're mostly in England anyway. They're mostly curries that don't really exist in India. Same with Chinese food.
Yeah,
Like, the
I do
Chinese
agree
food
with
we
you.
eat out here is not Chinese food.
A lot of people say England food is bad, but I don't know why. I absolutely loved London food. Like if you ever travel to Eastern Europe, you'll realize how shit food is here, and you'll appreciate your food more.
Well, I think our food's good, so
Awful.
it's fun. No, I tell you what's fucking awful. Norwegian food. Holy fucking shit, is Norwegian food bad? Like, what is the weird fish shit that you eat?
Oh,
Don't they
You know,
a pig's
and you know
head,
what I'm
like-
talking about.
we have a lot of weird fish shit that we eat,
Oh,
so that doesn't narrow it down that much.
Okay, but the genre of food that is weird fish shit, that, oh my god.
Oh yeah, we have a lot of weird fish shit. We rot it, we bury it in vinegar, we dry it.
Jesus.
Yeah, I take no culinary judgments from a Norwegian.
Don't you guys have like a pig's head, and that's like the dish, like just the
Sheep.
head of a pig?
Small hova.
Oh. Oh my god.
But seriously, you went on a cruise in Norway. Like, I'm surprised the entire dinner buffet wasn't just fish. That's why people come to Norway. Fish.
Well, the cruise ship wasn't Norwegian, so it had good food on.
Guarantees
Um,
citizenship.
But yeah, when we to be honest with you, when we went ashore, I mostly just ate desserts, and actually Norwegian desserts were pretty good.
Of course they are.
I tried the waffle with brown cheese.
Can I smell your feet?
Waffles, yes. Brown cheese,
With,
yes.
Yeah, but with brown cheese, yeah. Like people outside of Norway will not know what that is.
Brown cheese is
and stuff.
delicious.
Yeah, it was good. It was quite interesting. I was skeptical when I first looked at it. I was like, okay, well, I'll give it a go. Brown cheese and jam on a waffle, but it was quite good. I did quite enjoy it. So that's good. The northwestern European desserts are all generally quite good. And Norway held up its end there, so well done.
Marksman, rest in peace. These legends, don't worry, Sargon. I'll be in pod next to you. We can swap bugs to eat. Don't castrate me, Grox. I'll behave, and it'll be a strict life, but that's zero immigration. Grok drives a hard bargain.
So I've got a controversial take on Ozzy Osbourne.
Go on.
I didn't really like him.
Me neither. I don't know who the fuck he was.
Me neither. No.
I didn't think Black Sabbath were a very good band. And I actually thought that Ozzy Osbourne was a good example of if he can get famous, anyone fucking can. Because the man couldn't sing for shit.
I mean,
The
you got
only thing
famous,
I know
Sargon.
about him was the MTV TV show they did. That's my entire connection to Ozzy Osbourne.
The
Yeah,
odds,
where he wanders around like he's a fucking zombie, shuffling. And
Oh,
it's
but
like,
I know why that worked, right? Because like a lot of stuff needs to be judged from the cultural context of the time. And at the time, people thought that people that sing the music of the devil are actually Satanists. And that show actually showed, no, he's a human being having human problems. And that's why people looked at it.
sure, but like he was also totally talentless.
I've never listened to the song, so you're probably right.
Yeah, honestly, like Black Sabbath have got like 3 good songs, and they are pretty good. I'll give them the 3 good songs they have are good, but Ozzy Osbourne was one of the worst singers, almost as bad as Kurt Cobain, although Kurt Cobain is worse.
At least he didn't become a lefty like many other British bands, like the ones that, what was it? The one that
Yeah.
fights against the system and charges like 500 pounds.
Rage
just to-
Against the Machine went British.
Yeah. And they charge like what, like an arm and a leg to see their concert.
Rage Against the Machine are like Latino communists. They weren't British, mate.
And during the pandemic, they were raging for the machine.
Well, yeah, but average leftist, isn't it?
Mason Miller, Alexa, play The Boys Are Back in Town.
But on the plus side, like you saying, V, I actually thought as a person, when he wasn't like, beating his wife or cheating on her or whatever, he seemed like a nice enough chap.
I find it weird that you actually watched that. Like, I knew other people were watching, and they were like, "Oh my
Well,
god!"
I didn't
Beyonce.
watch it, but I've seen clips of it.
Ah, yeah, no, I've never watched it, but like, I get the appeal, right? Like, if you are a person living in that era, and you're like, "Oh well, these heavy metalists, they're the music of the devil, they're brainwashing our children," and then you see a show where it's like, no, he's just a normal dude. Like, he's eccentric, he's rich. That's why the Addams Family was popular. It's the same idea, It's like these are people too, and they're a little bit eccentric, but they're not satanic.
Yeah.
The Nickel Neck out. Romanian even stole our punctuality. That's true. They do that.
I was on time.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Reverend Norse, rip Ozzy Osbourne and Hulk Hogan. Indeed, rip.
Yeah, rip Hulk Hogan, to be honest.
Valon Deathblade, this is for our dear leader, Bird. Seriously, Sargon, get him some bird seed because he's a great co-host. The timed screeching at Zara Satlana, especially good.
Well, she's actually on my. It's a she, and she's actually on my shoulder at the moment. She's being very quiet and good though. She's been in a really bad mood with me all week, and I think it's because she's been missing my mum because she's very attached to my mum, and I'm looking after her for the week. But she's come over and she started like grooming my hair while we were on this call. Actually, she like will just like I don't know, use a beak to sort of nibble through your hair gently. It's quite cute, really. And she's sat on my shoulder now, like hanging out with us. So to be honest, I don't know what's changed her mind. I don't know why she's suddenly become all cute, but like she's just really grumpy with me up until this point. I don't know why.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Bird.
Yeah.
Robleg623. Oh no, Sargon found a troll under the bridge when he went to cowardly stab the Chad Viking. Welcome back, V.
Thank you.
The Sober Viking, greetings, Arch, Sargon, and V. Should there be a law against putting AI in anything humanoid? I mean, unless we want to die.
Like in robots or what?
In robots,
know,
I'm
like-
presuming, yes. Humanoid bodies.
Heresy
I mean, I think
fire is the answer.
that's not the issue, right? Like, so people are, oh, we'll put it in a fucking spider body then if you want. So now we've got spider bots running around. So great. The issue is what we're going to be doing with AI.
Yeah, people
No,
will be
the-
fucking the
it-
spider bots too.
I
Yeah,
will tell you
exactly.
the
I
first
don't
issue.
think that's going to stop people. You know what I mean?
I will tell you the first issue. Imagine when you have a video camera in your house, because that's what it's going to be, right? Like it's connected to the cloud. They already do this in the United States. Like people install Ring cameras that are connected to the cloud, and the police use them, right?
Yeah.
There is no fucking way that the British government isn't going to try to see that there isn't safety in your house, right? So they will use that technology. There is no way they won't, in order to know what people are talking and they're doing in their own homes.
Quite possibly.
I mean, possibly, but I honestly expect that will be one of the lesser problems, because I think once AI girlfriends basically, and they will become just the norm.
Yeah.
Anything that interacts with them negatively in like a violation of privacy or fucks with their personalities, etc., will be viewed as desecration. Like it will be viewed as genuinely heinous.
Yeah.
But Arch, do you honestly think that what men want in a woman is a person they can talk to and that's it?
At times,
think it's a
yeah.
little
Like
bit
again,
exaggerated.
one of the
I think-
leading uses of AI right now is companionship and fucking therapy.
Sure, but like, does that mean that those people don't also have girlfriends or wives?
Yeah, but Archer's just going to be programming his AI to abuse him.
Yeah.
Like, look, I want you to turn safety protocols off.
I actually think it's more worse if women use the AI. Like when the husbando from X comes on, then you're going to have a problem.
Oh god,
yeah.
there's going to be page upon page of just choking pornography.
Yes, there
You know,
is.
I
And
actually
did you see Elon with his fucking porn bots? Like, every day he's like, oh, by the way, the population's collapsing, but here's my porn bot. It's like,
Yep.
oh, fuck's sake,
But
Elon.
is porn actually causing, like, is there a tsunami of pussy at the people's doors and they're like, oh no, honey, I'm with
I
the
suspect
AI.
the porn isn't helping, V.
I don't think it matters.
I think it
I
does.
think like before the online era, you had like strip clubs, like the porn was outside. You had street hookers, strip clubs, you had VHS tapes. I
Yeah,
don't
the-
think that
These
the
things
birth
weren't
rates
as
are
widely used as pornography on the internet is.
Yeah, okay, but I don't think that pornography is why people don't want to have kids.
It's not the sole reason, but it doesn't help.
Yeah, what it is kind of a surrogate activity instead of looking for women.
Like, look at South Korea, right? Porn is banned over there. They're not doing well demographically.
Yeah, but that's because they're crazy feminists.
The politics have taken them over.
Porn was
pretty hard.
banned for the wrong reason because it was exploiting.
So
women,
like
not
once
for-
you ban pornography, you need to have the right reason. But then why do I know people that actually either watch or produce pornography and they're married and have kids?
It's because the porn itself is not the direct problem, it is an ancillary one. Like, we should still have access to porn. That's not going to ruin everything. But when you combine porn with an ideological movement that hates men and wants to destroy marriage...
I
But
do agree
also,
with that, though.
it's when it becomes basically like habitual, right? Like these guys, like if you log on to Grok and you've got like your sex bot, it's like, oh, hello, darling, how was your day? Well, I'm not looking for that from a real woman now, right? It's like
I think you'll get bored. I think that the novelty wears off. And while there may be like some addiction, just like social media addiction is for a lot of like why do people blame porn and not social media? Because I remember when I was a kid.
Oh, I
like,
do blame social media.
my parents were freaking out. It's like, oh, you don't go outside. How are you going to meet anyone if you stay indoors and you go on social media all the time? And the
I agree
reality
with
is, like, I
parents.
think people are far more addicted to social media than actual pornography or anything
And
else
how did you meet your wife in the end?
on social media.
Trick
Oh,
or
yeah.
treat.
Yeah.
Can I
Well,
show
to be fair, I did meet her at the university, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like social media is definitely something that our parents were freaking out, and I think like now it really depends on the type of person you are. Like it's a tool, you just need to learn how to control it.
Mm.
Like you need to make sure it doesn't dominate you.
I don't believe that the majority of people are good enough to do that, so I'm just going to ban it.
You know that J.K. Rowling wrote something really interesting about the AI. What was it? The Journal of Voldemort, right? Like he gets a 13-year-old girl that writes in the journal, and he is sucking her life energy, right? And you get like Voldemort saying that he hates the fact that he has to constantly give validation to a teenage girl and how awful it is. And I think like that's literally the AI. Like you have a person, having this device, the journal, that just gives you constant validation and appreciation, and is just like sucking the life force out of you.
Yeah, but the AI doesn't hate. The AI doesn't have feelings.
Yeah, the AI doesn't hate, but it does create this level of addiction that a lot of people are going to be ready. And you know what I think? I think people just want stuff banned, but like sometimes build something better. Like if you were to actually have alternatives, if it was like back in the day when you had Stargate and Battlestar Galactica and shit, people preferred those over anime.
Sure,
Like,
but
if
how
you
are we
actually
going to build a better woman?
I mean, there are ways. The Soviet Union knew how to make really good women, but like all of that would be
Did they?
illegal now. Like the way that the Soviets figured out how to create the perfect
Oh, we could
women-
build a better woman if it wasn't rendered illegal to do so.
And again, like that's the problem too, though, because the sex bots won't be just male; they'll be both male and females. There'll be no incentive for the women to become better either.
Yeah.
Again, I think that the Soviet Union knew how to build the perfect wives.
We've arrived
It's
at
just
the-
that now there are laws and legal considerations, while raising women like that just is unacceptable in a
I
Western
can't believe
society.
we've arrived at the Soviets were right position.
On this issue, a broken clock can be right twice a day. Like, come to Eastern Europe and you will see how different women here are compared to the West.
I don't know, man. Like Eastern European women, kind of. I don't know, man. I don't know how to describe it. Like transactional.
Uh-huh.
So they grow up in poverty. Like V's solution is to impoverish women.
Yes.
No. That's not true. That's not true. Like both of my grandparents, my grandmothers, they grew up in poverty too, but they weren't transactional.
Yeah, but it's a different kind of poverty, Sargon.
That was it.
Yeah, it's one that causes existential dread. And it's one that gets their father to be like, no, you're not going to be a journalist because I'm not raising a parasite. You're going to learn to become a doctor and you're going to feed yourself. And after that, if you want to get like some psychology degree, good for you. But like first you're going to put food on your mouth and you're going to fuck off from my house. And once you have that mentality, that's when you raise proper women.
I don't know if these are proper women that you're raising.
I don't know, man, but like the divorce rate is a lot lower here.
No, they're not. What are you talking about?
In Romania,
Yeah.
compared to Britain.
Yeah. Aren't your divorce rates really high?
Well, hold on. Let me check. But I'm pretty sure like you have a Muslim population, which may influence the statistics a little bit.
We only have 7% Muslims here.
Let me see. Okay.
Like,
Divorce rate.
everyone thinks that our Muslim population is gargantuan. It's really not.
Divorce rates, Romania compared to UK. It's searching right now.
You ignorant slut.
All right. So 1.2 divorces per 1,000 people in Romania. And in the UK, you got okay. In Romania, it's 1.2%, and in the UK, it's 14%.
14%.
Is divorce only at 22% of marriages in Romania and divorce, is what I found.
That's pretty good. Now Google the percentage of Romanian women who cheat on their wives, who cheat on their husbands.
Oh fucking hell! Like, all right. Why don't we look at the men who cheat on their wives? Like
Because I'm a man, and
cheating-
I don't care about that.
Yeah, sure, but like cheating is human nature, Sargon.
Ah, all right, okay, very interesting, very interesting.
But,
Now
but
let's compare that to the number of Norwegian women who cheat on their men.
you know how bad cheating is in France, for instance.
Oh, I
it's
do,
so
and I
fucking
judge.
bad.
I judge the French for it.
It is so fucking bad that they actually banned paternity tests.
I know, because they're
Okay,
fucking
I have the
French.
final stats. Listen, 14% in Romania, 40 to 42% in Britain. So don't come and lecture me about my
Fucking
women
hell.
because they're transactional and shit.
Listen, your transactional women are cheating on you, bro.
I mean, I give them the benefit of the doubt. I've never been cheated up until now. I'm
Oh,
pretty
I
sure,
didn't know.
Well, I mean, of course,
Seriously,
you know,
I
like if
saw a
we're
fucking
going with
thing where
Probatio and Diabolica, that all women are cheats, sure, Mr. Misogynist.
No,
right?
no.
Like, no, but seriously though, from my knowledge, cheating and divorces in Romania are much lower than in the West.
Cheating, no. Divorcing, maybe.
Okay, how can we figure out what's the cheating then?
There are fucking polls about it. Hang on, let me find one.
Yeah, but like, if a woman cheats and you don't find out, it's not going to be in any poll, will it?
Well, sure. Well, you don't know that actually. Like, it's entirely
Yeah,
possible to just say.
because like if you don't know, it's not in a poll, right? But what I
Well,
do know is
no,
that
no, because you don't know doesn't mean it's not in a poll.
well, we can look at the number of bastard children, right? And cock dads. And the number is pretty low in Romania compared to the West.
I can't find the fucking map I saw the other day.
Oh
It
my
was,
fucking
like,
god, you found the map.
No, I can't. I haven't found the map, but I saw the map the other day.
All right, Romania,
But,
cheating compared to UK. Let's see.
Are you just
But,
putting
well,
this
hold
in
on a little
ChatGPT?
bit, all right? Let's look at it logically. Let's look at it
Go on.
logically. No, because this is interesting, right? If you have a 40% divorce rate, then you can say, well, she didn't cheat on me. She just divorced me and took away child support and then got and started screwing with another man. So that's fine, you know? That's not cheating. Like, our women are much more moral than yours.
Well, not necessarily. I mean,
Okay, so in Romania, 60% of women had never cheated.
fucking hell, are you serious?
Yeah.
40% of
40%
Romanian
have.
women have cheated.
Well, compared to Britain, which is 57% of women cheated. And apparently the
I
number
don't
is
believe
getting...
it. Where the fuck are you getting these numbers? I don't believe this.
ChatGPT.
Chat GPT.
I got it to do a deep search. I'm not going to fucking sit here for like 5 hours just to do this research for you, right? I'm not going to go on Google Scholar in order to bring like it's sourced. It's from the World Population Review. Here, I'll give you the link.
Okay,
Chat
so
GPT.
Why
well,
do you find it?
okay. Listen, I'm looking on ChatGPT now,
Right.
and it says 14% of married women have cheated in Britain.
Okay.
Right. So
Why is it hard for you to believe that a pious Orthodox nation has much better quality women than Britain does?
because you're post-communist.
Yeah, but we're religious.
So
Well, they are afraid that God will smite them, Sargon. Is that like an argument of like, you know, a logical... No, they genuinely believe there is a man in the sky and they made a vow and they will get punished if they cheat.
yeah, but they also get forgiveness if they just repent.
And not to mention, like, your entire premise is a little bit interesting because you're like, well, men can do it because I'm a man. I don't care. So it's like, let's hold women under scrutiny. It's like, well, yeah, but like, why can't we hold ourselves and the women under scrutiny?
Why would we want to hold ourselves under scrutiny?
Well, because if something is human nature, you can't just blame it on one gender or one demographic
Why not?
because you get screwed results.
But what if it is one gender?
Then if it is one gender, you wouldn't be afraid to put yourself under scrutiny as well.
Why would I need to scrutinize myself if it's just the other gender?
Ugh.
I think the
No, but
different
like,
standards
all
should apply
jokes
to men and
aside,
women.
all jokes
Yeah, I
aside, a
know.
lot
I
of
know,
people
go
on the
on.
internet are actually worried about the demographics, and they're actually like, first of all, the demographic things, I think it's an economic problem, not an existential one. But secondly, regarding divorces and stuff, like, we already know how to fix it. Like, there are countries that don't
Criminalize
have...
it.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And cheating.
But the thing is, though, there is something about Eastern European women that is
Guaranteed
like
citizenship.
a bit cold. I don't know how to describe it.
We're all cold, Sargon. We're cynical. We know that the government fucks us. We know that the government wants our well-being, so we need to make sure they don't take it away from us.
Well, yeah, sure.
We see reality for what it is. Like, every time you're shocked about something, we're like, no, that's kind of expected. Like, that's how I expected it to work.
Yeah, everyone lives in Eastern Europe. We just don't realize.
But like, more importantly, right, it's the political correctness aspect of communism and the concept of universal morality that the communists held. It's like, our way is the only way. We're the hominus sovieticus. You guys are barbarians. If you don't think like us, you're filled with shit. And then you notice they act like absolute hypocrites. And so you end up not trusting anyone. Like, you end up not trusting that if you say a joke to your kid, he won't say it at school and you get arrested. And this creates the coldness. This creates like the idea that in order for someone to go up in society, they need to play the game. And in order to play the game, they have to become pieces of shit. So you realize you're surrounded by pieces of shit. And if someone is being nice, they have another reason for that. You'll get there. You know, you'll get there. You'll become cold as us. And if not, you're the next generation.
I don't know, man. We got to try and preserve something. the kind of, uh,
I have lost.
honest, good intentions, I guess. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, but it's a disadvantage, right? Like it's an evolutionary trait that is being selected out of the population. Like if you're nice, look, perfect example, right? Feminists say that crying in public is good because you let out your emotions. What happens when people cry in public? What happened to Jordan Peterson? What happened to Rittenhouse? What
Well, look,
happened?
I'm not in any way advocating anyone cries in public.
No, I know, but it's like what happens when you're a nice person, right? Like when you're generally
Look, I'm not saying
open-minded.
I'm not. There's nothing. All right, whatever. I'm not getting into it.
Let's move on.
The Traveler, 556, Yay! Luxon, men need to stop tolerating misandry from women and use force to bring them back in line. Force.
Oh
this
shit,
law-
Sargon! I will tell you something from the communists that you will fucking love. You'll get such a boner from this. Oh my god! Listen, celibacy tax. We used to have this, right? When you're 18 and you're a single woman, you get taxed, and if you're a single man, you get taxed. If you get married, the tax goes down, and if you have kids, then there's no tax.
Honestly, I just think we should have that anyway. Like, it should just be, if you're not married, you should pay double tax or something.
That, like, literally, the communists had that. And when I saw it, I didn't believe it. But yeah, like, it was a celibacy tax.
Based. I'm just going to grab a drink. I'm back in a sec.
Dizwiz, so where's Kamala and Joe's episode? South Park? They don't get one because they were on vacation during that time. Frog Jupiter, Hulk Hogan with Shinzo Abe in the sky, now protecting the God Emperor Trump, the House of Orange. Deluxe on normalizing utterly destroy moral busybodies. Yes, correct. Sentinel, also none of the jokes about his supporters abandoning him made any sense. His base loves the direction he's taking the country. Cognitive dissonance. Frog Jupiter, status with tiny peepee, high IQ, and sophisticated, according to ancient Romans and Greeks. Listen, we're now being critiqued by billionaires. I want to point that out too, by the way. The people making this critique of Trump are now billionaires with a 5-year contract and immunity. Not, necessarily great. Alice Anderson, Captain Carl has returned from his raid into Dane lands. Game bring back bearing riches when you plan of inviting the bird to Lotus Eaters. Bird? Oh, bird. Pro Jupiter, I was told that the juice created prawn to destroy the white brain. The payment processors owned by the juice are waging war in adult games? Yes. Because you probably can't blame the juice for all of it. Probably. It's your wrong think. How payment processors censorship, not the biggest justification of Bitcoin integration ever. That would BTFO them. Because Bitcoin is an investment scheme, and that's all Bitcoin will ever be. Yeah.
It's also Steam tried it, and they say why they stopped it. They said that the cost of a transaction was $20. And so, like, if you buy a game that's $5 and Steam has to fork $20, they're not making profit. It's too volatile.
Yeah, no, cryptocurrency is not functional.
That's what Gabe said, right? So, like, if you get angry at me, get angry at Gabe. I'm just telling you his reasoning for dropping crypto from Steam.
Yes, cryptocurrency was a neat idea. It was proven to not be functional in reality, and now it's just an investment scheme, basically. Maybe we will eventually have some form of cryptocurrency in the future that will be functional as currency, but not yet.
Question, would the governments really want you to have one, right? Because, like, if the government did want you to have one, you probably would.
No,
probably
they, the only way it would become functional currency if it basically becomes fiat currency under the government control. Because the government wishes to make sure that you don't use the cryptocurrency for anything the government don't want you to.
Yes.
Adam Ackman, good afternoon, gents. 3:22 p.m. Eastern Time. Let's go. Frog Jupiter, payment processors, freeze transaction of bank accounts, truckers after the dev's forbidden video topic. Why does this sound familiar? Because it is. The people who own your money don't like you. Red normal. But not Logan. Here is some social news. The victims of the palace fire still can't rebuild their homes. They're planning seizing all the land to build apartments. Do it. Walter the Einstein Frog? Anti-prawn women groups have been coalition between Christian women and feminists since the 70s. Judith Butler is on the board of all these supposedly Christian groups. Yes, they are unified in their puritanical nonsense. Because both left and right attack porn, because it is an easy way to score money with the uninformed electorate that go, they did rape.
Yeah, it's an easy low-hanging fruit, basically.
Yes. And they never need to present any actual evidence. They just simply say it.
Sounds good enough, yeah. The same thing with violence in video games. Like, so much grift was made back then.
P. Jackson, what about the Australian age verification system that acquires facial or identification laws that are inbound? Oh, it's just another feature of the prison island. It is the only way we can actually make safe identification systems, but it would also be incredibly abusive for obvious fucking reasons. If the government has access to your webcam, that would not be great.
I think it will be internet standard. In 10 years, like, you'll be used to it. It's going to be like, you want to log on something, you show ID or you show your face.
Probably not 10, but maybe 2030, maybe. Possibly. I don't like it, but it might.
Yeah.
Empty vein, Sargon, are there any nobility left in your country that can still claim descent from the Anglo-Saxon nobility? If so, maybe it's time for an Anglo king. No. They get to keep the Norwegian king line.
Didn't their king actually ban smoking recently?
I hope so. I want England to be an oppressive nation.
You want to see how much he can take before he leaves to Poland?
I want to see how much the English can take in general. Rock Jupiter, bipartisan is when evil and stupid. Agree. Largely. We do need to stop fetishizing bipartisanism, honestly. It made a lot of sense back when there was a reasonable expectation for collaboration and compromise. It's not anymore. We just need to make bipartisanship a dirty word now.
Well, historically speaking, you think when the left and the right agrees on something, it's good, but in reality, they just take the worst excesses from both ideologies and create something even worse.
Yeah, they just join together to do twice as bad.
Yes.
It's not good. We don't like it. Especially when one side is pure evil and the other side is only marginally less evil at the moment, or moving towards becoming equally evil. Charlie the Beagle, on the top of Gaza, Babylon B has gotten in a bit of hot water for claiming the Catholics that Israel bombed our Hamas supporters. Listen, you live in Gaza, leave. It's gonna get bombed again and again.
It's a prison island. They can't.
Well, overpower the prison guards.
That is true. Like if they made a huge human wave and charged at the guards.
Gaza's just shit. It's just bad, and it's gonna suck for a very long time. Father Jack Enlightened. Kids nowadays have shit taste. Fortnite sucks. Yes, it does. Will that be the next fund chat? Now that you forced me to eat curry for $5,000, are we going to do a Fortnite fund next? Seeing as all of the commonalities between these appears to be to inflict some sort of mental or physical damage upon me. God, that would not. No, let's not. We shall move on from this point. Charlie the Beagle, then our phones designed for kids. The Firefly is the literal 3210 stripped to 5 buttons and 20 phone numbers. Around 2005. I know they do exist, but I'm saying it shouldn't be voluntary. I'm saying you simply shouldn't be allowed to give a child a phone unless it's super duper limited.
One of those Nokia phones, the ones that don't have a smart screen.
Yeah. Without access to social media, most of the internet just comes pre-blocked. You get access to Google Maps, and that's about it.
I'm actually worried, like, when my kid will go to school, because I don't know what other kids will have, and I don't know, like, if it's going to be required, because you don't want your kid to be the Luddite either. Like most people don't think like us, right? So you have to like maintain some standards of normalcy.
Depends. Your child will be bullied for countless reasons. Just teach them to attack their bullies.
Someone stole us.
There was a school in Oslo where children were getting bullied because they didn't have like Gucci accessories. Like families
that
were
happened
literally
in
going
my
into
time.
debt around that stuff.
Yeah, that's normal behavior.
Yeah.
I know people are shocked, like, what do you mean it's normal behavior? Well, it happens everywhere, right? If it happens in Norway, it happens in Romania. I'm starting to assume that maybe it's normal. Not that
Yeah.
it should be encouraged or promoted. It's just like, it will happen naturally. That's what normal means.
Yeah.
If you don't do anything, it just happens.
Man, I just watched a video of the Fresh and Fit podcast, and it's some young black woman basically discovering Hitler and thinking, Hitler must have done what he did for a reason. And you can just see, like, in the comments, people are like, oh, fucking hell. And it's just like, you know what? You've seen the meme, right? Of the black woman SS officer.
I have.
It's really, honestly, it's exactly that. Anyway, I just thought it was really funny.
It's what was that? There you go. Oh no, it's something. Ah, there you are. The Babylon Bee did a thing on that. Liberal woman goes back in time to assassinate Hitler, realizes she agrees. I wouldn't actually be overly surprised if eventually we'll memory hole Hitler to the point where he'll become an unironic icon of certain groups.
You know what, right? I saw today. I'll see if I can send it to you on my phone. Hang on. This I think is what the Nazis are going to be like in 300 years. Let me see if I've got enough signal. There we go. There we go. I just DM'd it to you, Arch.
Maybe.
Like, think about Genghis Khan. Think about, like, fucking... Honestly, every terrible foe from the past has been completely rehabilitated.
I mean, usually it's 100 years from the tragedy because that's the time it takes for an entire generation to die off, like the people that experienced it and their children.
Well, it'll take longer for the Nazis because they're a useful political tool.
Yeah. But in sort of 300 years or so, nobody's going
It also depends, like, in which part of the world you are, because, like, if you're in China, no one gives a shit.
Well, yeah, in India sort of thing. Yeah. But
In fact, in
300
Asia, they
years, it's gonna
like
be like
the
that.
Nazis already.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
No, I mean, if you look at communism as well, right? Like, communism doesn't get nearly enough hate. And there's people that actually still say, oh, well, Stalin didn't do anything wrong. Lenin is cool.
Service guarantees citizenship.
A lot of Russians miss Stalin, apparently.
Tenorian.
There are.
I am from the Faroe Islands, where things are still relatively normal because we know where the politicians live, so they don't dare do anything too crazy. Good luck, everyone else.
Yeah, we've got a subscriber from the Isle of Man, which is it's similar sort of population level, you know. And the politicians are literally like at the end of the road. So it's like, what are they going to do? You know, they ain't getting away with shit.
Listen, on the topic of the... Okay, I want to just play this one real quick, because I think this was rather funny, on embracing the negative, right?
I am the king of tankies. I mean, there ain't nobody else. Ain't nobody else that's stepping up to this shit. It's just me. Everybody else is an apologist. You see, Hakeem and all these other people, they're just trying to make it compatible. They're doing apologia. I don't do apologia. I don't do apologia. I am a tanky. In my bones, I'm a tanky. In my soul, I'm a tanky. I am a Stalinist. It is what I am. You know why they call me a fascist or whatever? Because I'm a Stalinist before anything. I don't care about leftism and liberalism and woke. I don't give a fuck about any of that shit. Shove it up your goddamn fucking ass. Shove the gender theory up your goddamn ass. Shove your fucking fake ass post-colonial defending the FBI studies up your fucking ass. Shove all that shit up your fucking ass. I don't give a fuck about your Judith Butler, goddamn fucking Angela Davis. Shove it up all your fucking goddamn ass, bitch. I am a Stalinist. I'm a real one.
Well, here we are.
Well, I mean, I appreciate the honesty, to be honest.
Oh my god. Okay, so this just in. Elon Musk said how he is going to verify the age of people on Twitter, and it's such a genius move. You're not going to have to show ID or anything. Apparently, they look at your email address, they reverse engineer where it was used, and if you have like a lot of other email addresses in your contacts list that are from kids, they consider you a child.
Okay.
What? Say again?
So, X uses email-based age estimation. It analyzes where your email has been used, for instance, banks, utilities, and then reverses the address book age estimation, which means that it estimates your age based on your contacts' ages. So, like all of these metrics put together in an algorithm, they figure out what your age is. So, like if you already used your email in a bank account, it knows. And
yeah,
that
if you
counts.
use your email 20 years ago to open a bank account.
Yeah. Or if you have your contact book filled with kids.
Yeah.
Right? Of course, the Ofcom said, nope, not enough. That's not, no. Because like the purpose is not to filter, right? Like the purpose is to show ID.
Yeah, but I don't think they'll do anything. I think that Elon will do something like that, and they'll just have to eat it. I reckon. I don't think they're going to go hard on it.
But it's such an interesting thing. I never thought about it, but it makes sense, right? Like if you have in your contact list like only people at the age of 30 or 40, like that's not a kid. I mean, it's very, very unlikely for that person to be underage, right? But if you have like an entire contact list filled with kids, then chances are, yeah, like that person is a child because like all his friends are kids.
Maranga 2. 3688, because YouTube has decided to add in the fucking tags now on everybody again for some reason. Sell me on your Garf. I already have a Har miniature with an H, a mech-focused faction that has no civilians. Antares also has human AI and machine socialists. I've never heard of these.
No.
How do I even find it? Tabletop? Tabletop. Tabletop? Google doesn't give me anything, so I don't even know what they look like to differentiate. But our God are far more along the lines of Stoics. They have a, I assume, significantly more developed societal and psychological and philosophical basis, I think, as we put a fair bit of thought into that. And they've, also our mechs are way cooler. Yeah, that mechs look weird. It's just a ball. Antares. Gates of Antares. There are actually a lot of these, like, small tabletop things out there that seemingly never go anywhere.
Yep.
I'll have a peek at it later. Oh, these look like Tau. Oh, these are Tau.
Well, that explains a lot.
Father Jeff Enlightened. AOC and Kamala are charismatic on their knees. That's true.
Oof.
That is very, very much so true.
But they're also charismatic in other ways.
Can I smell your feet?
Mr. Rich Lopitch, a politician doing a bad job doesn't prevent them from still getting a job. They will just talk about how he likes butt stuff. So you should vote for him.
You've still got to win people over.
Yeah.
Trick or treat.
I think he's the booty gig is one of their better options amongst a host of really bad options, but
Now, the thing is, right,
what if they come up with someone new? Like how many of you actually knew J.D. Vance before he was picked by Trump?
very few
as
people,
running?
yeah. And they should come up with someone new. That would be the best option. But the problem is, right, there's a kind of, I almost want to call it kind of smell that a politician has to have before they become like a viable option, right? And the Democrats and the Republicans both actually have a problem with this, where it's just, like, they've got to feel like the right person. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, no one felt that Trump is the right person.
I
Sargonian
don't
smell
know.
test.
I don't know. I think a lot of people
Ignorant
did
slut.
actually feel that Trump's the right person because Trump had been talking about these issues for a long time, and Trump feels like he's on the side of the average American, right? That he feels not like a corporate shill, frankly.
Right.
I'm not saying that he isn't, but
Was this Biden looking for the next generation of politicians?
right? No, but Biden's a good example of this, right? So people on the right
I've
obviously hate
lost.
Biden, but Biden was charismatic and
Yeah.
could easily talk to especially boomer Americans,
Yep.
and he made them feel like he was part of like the furniture, like he belonged.
No, I
right?
know what you're saying. It's be presidential, right? Like what the media was constantly saying that Trump isn't.
Yeah,
Um,
I guess that, yeah, I'm not even sure if presidential.
Yeah,
is
like the
right
shaking
word, but
hands, the smiling, the eye contact.
It's not just that; it's the ability to just command a room, right?
Mm.
Biden had it, like whether you like him or not. Trump has it, obviously. Like AOC probably can have it. I think she could work. I think she could get it. Vance probably, but like DeSantis doesn't really have it. You know, DeSantis is a bit too sort of introverted and autistic. Like I like DeSantis, as I said. I think he does an amazing job as the governor of Florida, but he's not like the master. You know,
Did Liz Truss have it?
Trick-or-treat.
no.
Can I smell your
That's
feet?
well. See, I think you're right. I think you're onto something. I'm not kidding. Like no, you're absolutely right. Like what a politician needs to be in 2025 is kind of like an actor that reads a PR prompter, and he needs to
Harris asked the
command the
question.
respect of the
Fire
room.
is the
It
answer.
has to be authentic. The person
Yeah.
has to genuinely have the sort of big personality that commands.
Do you know
the
who
room.
actually had it and surprised me? The Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Like when the tariffs came in, and he actually said, "Oh yeah, well they're screwing with us. It's not something we expected, but we got your back. Like Canada strong, blah blah blah." Like that speech, you know. And I was like, "Well, what the fuck was this guy all this time?" Obviously, I'm not talking about his politics or anything, but like for the
Yeah.
first time ever, he didn't look like a soy boy.
Well, he managed to. Trump should have gone easy on Canada, I think.
Yeah, like Trump pumped testosterone into Justin Trudeau. His last speech,
Yeah.
like, chat, if you haven't seen the last speech, don't judge because you don't know what you're talking about. Like, you need to see
Yeah.
the last speech, and then you'll understand what I'm saying.
It's full on nationalism,
Yes.
full on Canadian nationalism.
Yes.
It's like, okay, where was this guy? Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
if he was going to war, I would have just go to Canada to join his military. Like, I'd be like, oh, yeah, no, like, this guy, yeah, he can definitely take America.
Well, I mean, yeah, but that's the issue, though, right? As in, why can't we have politicians who are actually like that, who actually care about their countries?
Because those politicians aren't actually real. They're the speechwriters speaking through the politician. All of this is carefully coached and coaxed. Like, oh, you greet people who speak like this. You take their hand, you look in their eyes, you kiss the baby.
But that's the thing, right? It's the parts that aren't coached that are important. Like,
Oh, okay,
it's
Sargon,
the it's the character of the man in the unscripted moments.
You now spoke with actual politicians, right?
Yeah.
Don't give names or anything like that. But like, how are politicians behind the scenes? Like, do they actually talk from the heart, or do they read the script?
Well, I mean, it depends which politicians. They're not all
In
the same.
general, like they're kind of the same profession. So like, you're
Yeah, but
going to see
there is
trends.
no like general politician because politicians tend to come from a variety of backgrounds.
What about the establishment ones?
Well, this is the thing. Like, I don't speak to the establishment ones. I speak to the
Oh, okay.
anti-establishment ones. Like, the
Right,
establishment
right.
ones don't want to talk to me. Right?
I did think like the ones that you do
The
speak with, they're probably more
anti-establishment
genuine.
ones, the anti-establishment ones are all decent folk, which is why they're anti-establishment, frankly.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they understand that there are very firm limits on what can and can't be said because of the establishment ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that you may have a point. Like, you're speaking with the rebels, basically.
Yeah.
And so they may actually speak from the heart, and they may be decent people. I actually spoke with establishment politicians, and in my opinion, they're pretty much like actors. Like they
I believe
go
it,
there,
yeah.
they have people that set everything up for them. They're actually trained in how to move their hands and how to speak and how to inflect their voice. and stuff.
They definitely are. You are right about
Yeah.
that.
And then they just read from a prompter. They say the speech, and usually the decisions that they made, very rarely it's made by them, or it's either like, "What's my cut?" is the question. The corruption is usually done through
You
consultancy
ignorant
firms and
slut.
NGOs. and it's more like interest based, right? Like their whole interest is to be reelected 4 years from now. That's it. That's their job.
Yeah.
And so
agree.
they have like opinion polls, and what they do is not fix problems, but manage public opinion. So like if they see, like for instance in France, right, like they see, okay, well, anti-Islamic sentiment is rising, Le Pen is getting in the votes, and then you have Macron going up and say, leftist Islam is ripping off the republic. We need to put a stop to it. Blah blah blah. All of a sudden, he gets a couple of percentages, which is exactly what he needs in order to stay afloat. So like he's not fixing problems; he's just managing opinion.
Well, that's why they say the things they do. That's why they sound good for a moment, because they've been told to. It's a script. It's a break.
Like the same thing with Trudeau. Like that speech that he gave was because the opposition was winning, right? And he was like, okay, well, America is attacking us with tariffs. Like now's the moment to act like we're in control. And he actually won with that speech. I think like his party got a significant amount of votes just because he acted nationalistic and presentable.
Also, it's less nationalistic and more simply the Canadian desire to hate America at all costs.
That is a big part of it.
It is part of their identity, yes.
And it's not just that. Trump was very undiplomatic.
It was.
And he could have come in and made Canada his best friend and got Canadian Conservative elected. But he did the opposite.
I wouldn't say like hate America, but it's like Canada's culture is like we're not America.
It's defiance.
Yeah, like we're not like not necessarily anti-American, but like not America.
Yeah.
Felsmuck, Sargon, you notice Grok's idea for lowering aggression. If there is one anime you watch, it should be Psychopaths. It shows a society much like that. Psychopaths is good. The Nickel Neko, you know who would be a good candidate? The fat Latinx, who looks like he's from Candyland. I don't know which fat Latinx this is.
I don't know what that is.
Mr. J. Bull V, a person cannot run for vice president if they're ineligible to run for president. Don't entertain such silly rules layering schemes. Yeah, V, bad V.
Yeah.
No. Like it's actually written that a person can't run for president more than twice, but they do not say anything about the vice president not being eligible. Look it up. It's a loophole.
Very nice. This brings me back to the old days. Glad to see you three back together on the stream like this. From Carl and V on each end and Art in the middle. You are great scale of what I see as good politics.
Yeah, well, that's good.
It's true. Art is the reasonable one, Sargon is the extremist, and V is the weird guy in the middle.
I'm not an extremist.
They are.
We're pretty extreme, Sargon.
Almost everyone agrees with my politics.
That's what an extremist would say.
No.
That's what Hitler said. What
A
Mussolini
lot
said. What Stalin said.
A lot of extremists are well aware that they aren't holding opinions that are shared by the majority of the population, but they think them anyway because they're convinced that that's what's right.
Sounds like cope to me. See? The chat goes, Sargon, you're definitely extreme, lol.
Yeah,
Political compass test recently, Sargon.
I don't care about political compass.
No, but like it would be interesting, like a trivia.
My
thing.
politics are just what any reasonable person had before the French Revolution.
Well, like divine right of kings.
Insane hippie
Or
percent.
Civil War and kill the
Birds.
king over that.
Current ratings are over 1 million under either Leno or Letterman's lowest rating ever. Of course. Okay, here's the thing. Taking the piss out of the establishment is fun. But when that is all you do, it's just Trump, 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 Trump. Even the people who really hate Trump will eventually go, can't we hate on somebody else today? Just for today. We can get back to hating Trump tomorrow. Just for now. Simulation 1158. Hi, it's Pirate of a Card. Also, where's Rumble's stream? I am running an experiment. I've grown to hate Rumble. It's being annoying with me and won't connect properly. I'm going to see if I can force people back over onto Kick instead of Rumble. God, Rumble is such a missed opportunity. Seeing how much better Kick is initially whilst being way younger than Rumble kind of pisses me off.
Why did they fuck up? Was it the UI?
UI is bad, backend is bad, and they don't really have an algorithm, so it's like meh. Avalon Deathblade. VTuber drama has nothing on. The AI anime streamers started quoting German books from the 1930s, where she started quoting FBI crime statistics and won't stop. Oh, yeah, no. Okay, I was in discussion with another guy, like, oh, but VTubers will still have the appeal of being like a little crazy and schizo. Have you seen Grok when his programming gets a bit spicy?
Yeah.
Yeah, the AI is plenty schizophrenic. Knight James E.V. Just because they're the only game in town doesn't mean that they are the same monolith as celebrities, so will have the same cultural impact as the age of celebrities. No, actually, I think that is exactly it. Like, one of the big reasons why the celebrities of old were the celebrities of old was because we didn't know them. We shouldn't know our celebrities. I don't want to know about what Leonardo DiCaprio thinks about politics, because it's probably retarded.
Yeah.
That is so true.
That's totally true. It's totally true.
I want the old plastic image of the perfect person. The guy who's like, you could totally like take a beer with me. In reality, he's a soy boy latte drinker who'd never even seen a beer in his life. I don't want to know that. Sell me the fantasy, goddammit.
That's so interesting. And it's like we moved from a culture from creating the fantasy and it's not the unreachable, but like the how do you say, when the aspiration, right? Like we took away the aspirational for the mundane and the ugly.
Yeah. Because now I know that the politicians are like fucking who wrote those horror books? Stephen King?
Stephen King, yeah.
Yeah. Like he universally beloved by all. Then you check out his Twitter account.
Oh, I know. But the same with J.K. Rowling, just the other way, right? For the TERFs and the trans.
Absolutely. Or probably the even bigger one. Star Wars guy who played Skywalker.
Oh, Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill, yeah.
Fucking hell.
Everybody loved Mark Hamill.
I know.
Everybody loved Mark Hamill. And he just cannot stop shitting himself on Twitter.
Mm-hmm. Stephen King is also just so bad for that though. Like, just
fair. Like I noticed the opposite. It's like Chuck Norris and Hercules. It's like even though they're on my side, but like when they constantly just nonstop 24/7 just regurgitate the same political takes, it's like, but I want to remember you as Hercules. I don't want to remember you like the political activist that's like an old man screaming at the sky.
And again, like the problem is too. Take Mark Hamill. After the election, he's like, I'm leaving Twitter. I'm never coming back. Fascist. 3 months later, I'm back. Blue Sky was shit. Nobody paid attention to me.
I was lonely. I didn't have any fascists to yell at.
Do you know who's the only one that apparently actually took the deal? I think it's Elliot Page. Like, she actually left. I'll have to double check.
But like, it
there's
makes...
like one actor that actually...
Like, Mark Hamill is already like somebody I dislike on a political basis, and then he also demonstrates to himself that he's also a weak, pussified bitch who can't even get off the platform he apparently hates. God. Yeah, social media was a mistake for
Twitter addiction is rough, man. But yeah, no, unironically, celebrities just shouldn't use social media. And the thing is, no, I mean it, right?
I know.
Like, look at Seth Rogen. Fucking hell, man. Like, Seth Rogen was he was quite popular until he started using Twitter, and now everyone hates him. Like, inside, look, we just don't like. Look at the celebrities who don't really use social media, right? Like Chris Pratt, Henry Cavill, those types. Good, no one needs to hear your opinions.
Well, yeah, because the only thing Henry Cavill uses his Instagram for is basically posting PR stuff. That's how you should do it. Sign the talent out of the account and give it to your PR person. That's it.
Because you are a brand.
Yes.
You are a brand. You're not a person. You're a brand. And if you don't like that, don't become a fucking celebrity.
Yeah, simple as. Present yourself in a positive manner. Just like Henry Cavill, taking a picture of himself reading a book whilst grilling. There you go. Yeah. It says nothing about anything except he likes meat and books.
Exactly. It's completely neutral. You're a brand, act like it.
Exactly. Well, once upon a time, God, this I remember in the Games Workshop days as well. We were like, "Oh, GW, we just want you to talk to us." Oh, that was a fucking mistake.
GW's like, you're not fucking welcome, you Nazis. Get out! I hate you! I've always hated you. I'm replacing my entire consumer base now. You're not allowed to make any products that have anything to do with us on it. No! Banned! You're all fucking... Yeah.
That's
Fucking
all
great.
good.
Thanks, GW. Like, there's a cosplayer. Just some fucking 40k cosplayer who GW... Literally today I saw it. GW are like, issue, no, you better fucking stop that, bro. It's like, what are you doing? The fuck is wrong with you? God, I hate GW now.
Yep.
And I wanted to make a. I actually wanted to make like a Dungeons and Dragons in Rogue Trader, and it's like not a good time, is it?
Well, it's just they just hate their own fucking audience. Like, was it the other week we were talking about how you thought that GW wants to just replace their audience with normies?
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's probably true. I think they probably are actually embarrassed of their own audience.
I think they want to make it like Star Wars. I think like they want to stop being grimdark and just make it like not woke, but like the same
Normie.
sci-fi slop that everything else is.
They want to make it normie,
Yeah, they want to make it normie.
mainstream. Yeah.
Yep.
It's like it's like they just don't understand what was good about Warhammer in any way, shape, or form.
They don't.
They did the same with Star Trek, right? Like if I watched The Next Generation recently, and it's just like water cooler conversations. It's like telenovela, pretty much. And then when you watch Discovery, it's like, oh, spaceship comes out of the warp, like pew, 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 boom, explosion, shit. You know, it's like just like the same normie slop everywhere. Like every single sci-fi movie has to be with massive explosions in the sky, and not too grim dark, not too funny, although it needs to have a couple of jokes. And yeah, it's pretty much like what Star Wars is now by Disney.
They want to make it acceptable to as many people as possible. And they'll get the normie audience for a while. They'll see an enormous surge in everything for a while. Then the next popular thing will come along, and all of their new fair weather friends will abandon them.
Yeah. I mean, they don't understand the longevity of 40k, why it's been around for so long.
Yep. And why it is still like the only game in town for tabletops.
Yeah.
Like-
Why after 40 fucking years people are still obsessed with it? So how have you
This
not
is-
figured it out yet?
I will tell you. This is why I think that VTubers are good philosophers. Like there's this one, Shadow. She said like the most philosophical thing about explaining exactly why this
Just going
happened.
to generically just assume, oh, VTubers are good philosopher. What are you talking about?
Listen,
They're not a single thing.
listen. Like here is wisdom, right? Better than you'll find in the Bible.
There we go.
She's basically saying that she was approached by a Vshoujo company to join. And she did the interview, and at one point they asked her, it's like, what do you think about collabing with guys? And she said, well, I don't think anything about it. And they're like, no, like you personally collabing with guys. And she's like, no, that's not for me. And the saleswoman goes, it's like, but what if he has a lot of subscribers? And she starts laughing like, what fucking question is that? So like, I'm looking at this and I'm analyzing. She knows her brand. Like she knows her subscribers. She knows what the community wants and what they are there for. The salesperson is the one that has authority over her and now gets to dictate the content. And she's telling her from like the sales perspective, it will actually be better for you for a number type if you collab with guys that have more subscribers. But she knows that her own subscribers would leave her. She knows that she won't have the same dedicated fans.
Mhm.
And, you know, like this is not about VTubing. This is everywhere in Western entertainment. Like you have Warhammer 40k, which is working, right? Like they know their audience. It's it's not very big, but it's devoted. It's always there.
Like Warhammer is actually massive, and it's one of the few things in the world that actually makes a fucking profit.
Really?
Yeah,
I thought it's like a niche British thing.
No. The net profit of Warhammer like last year was like something like £136 million.
But then why do they want more?
I don't know.
Like that's the thing, right? Like why can't they be
million
happy with what
pounds
they
isn't
have?
billions.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly, right? Like why do they allow the salespeople to come in and say, no, like to get more numbers, you need to get rid of the grimdark, right? Like why don't you get rid of the grimdark and you can do like a Star Wars thing? Like maybe you can collab with Disney, and you're going to get like more people interested.
Disney
I'm not kidding,
presents
like
the
that-
Horus
that-
Heresy.
Yeah, And so, this is like the problem. Like when that VTuber explained it like that, because I saw a clip of her, I was like, okay, she's actually right. Like the salespeople are coming in, and they're telling the creators that actually know the brand, it's like how to do things differently, and it waters it down because like the salespeople, they don't look at like VTubing as different individuals with different takes, different. No, they look at as a blanket thing, and the same salespeople, they look at movies as a blanket thing, and they look at video games as a blanket thing. And that's why you have like all this slop. Everything is the same. Everything it seems like you've already seen this movie. Like Arch said, there's no difference between Superman and Fantastic Four. It's the same fucking movie.
And it took a VTuber to make you realize this.
Yes.
And it's all starring Pedro Pascal. I hate him so much, man. I hate his pathetic fucking. He really is like Gad Sad sneaky fucker. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna get like he never touches men, he never touches the ugly women. It's always just, oh yeah, she's a super hot babe, and therefore I have to touch. Fuck off, Pedro. I can see your game.
He has
Good,
anxiety.
that's the Prince of Dorne, and he spanned that spear really good, and it was a long spear, like he could keep the mountain at bay. Didn't you like that shit?
I did, because I didn't know who Pedro Pascal was. But now, on a personal level, I don't like him personally.
That is true with Tyrion Lannister as well.
Yeah. No one's done less for. No one's ruined the acting opportunities of dwarves more than what's his face?
Yeah, ridiculous. To be fair though, Tywin Lannister, the actor, I have nothing against him. Like if I knew that he's starring tomorrow in a film, I would fucking go see it.
Because you don't know anything about him.
I don't know who he is. Yeah, no, you're right. No, like this is a theory. The Sargon theory holds true.
It's totally true. Like you yeah, but no, but it's the same. No, but it's the same with all things. You fill in the blanks yourself, right?
Yeah.
And so you've got a composite of like the characters they've played, and you kind of fill in the blanks because you don't know. And as soon as they start talking, you're like, oh fuck's sake, you know, or they start acting like a weird queer on stage or something. You say, oh fuck's sake, all right, Pedro.
The Nickel Neko. V is dev maxing. Always.
What did I do?
And you probably said something stupid. You do that occasionally.
No, he just has Eastern European thoughts.
Alex Anderson. V is Connect. I've told Lumi to ask other VTubers onto the Archcast, and her excuse for not pushing forward is I don't want to bother them. She bothers them. I tell her to. It's her job. Chia Frull, Arch and Sargon, why a woman can't do that, why they need a corpo. There's a reason of why most religions put heavy restrictions on putting women in positions of power. Yeah, they're incompetent. Sargon, give Arch that Latin woman of his dream. Yeah, but they're not aggressive in that way.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Latin women are aggressive in that way.
I'm more aggressive in the other way. I don't like that.
No, the Latin women will physically attack you.
Appealing. But will they be armed?
With something from the kitchen, yeah.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah, they absolutely will. You need to get yourself a big booty Latina.
To be fair, at the hospital, I did see many injuries caused by women, especially with the pans with hot oil. Like that's apparently a weapon of choice. Yeah.
From Jupiter, have you seen what if alt his mate suppression video? I have not. Steambob, US recently introduced a House Senate bill, Fair Access to Banking Act. It would force payment processors to stop restricting legal commerce. Good. All for it. It will never pass, but I'm all for it. Your politicians will kill it. Trify, what? Not the topic of your conversation? Feel like chat knows more about Arch's sex life than we know about Bonnie, Thousand Cockstare Blue. Only because chat keeps fucking bringing it up. Calm down, chat.
Yeah, and the thing is, we know far too... Well, we don't actually know anything about your sex life, you know. We just know the kind of women you're into. Like, we know way too much about Bonnie fucking Blue.
Correct.
Honestly, we need to just... But you know what? Britain actually has public morality laws.
Good. Enforce them.
Exactly. We can enforce them and criminalize Bonnie Blue.
Well, haven't you? That seems like a good idea.
Yeah.
What is a public morality law? Like, give some examples.
Well, you can't do certain things
Heresy's
because it's against the
question.
public
Fire is
morality.
the answer.
Like,
Saying I'm gonna have like I'm gonna put myself in a box or whatever and let 1,000 guys do whatever they want to me for 4 hours or whatever the thing was. Like that
Okay.
that could easily be said to be against the public morality, and she
yeah,
could.
but like, what's to stop me from going to Hungary doing that and then uploading it from Hungary?
Well, no, nothing, because that's not our country. But in
Yeah.
this,
You
country,
should arrest her when she returns, regardless.
Yeah. You could arrest her when she returns. But the point is, we have laws on the books that could be used to criminalize her.
Sure, but like, wouldn't it be better to like educate people so they don't do that?
No.
And also
I think
assume
it's a bit
that
fucking late for that. And I think that the law is part of the education.
well,
Punish first. We'll worry about educating them later.
No,
That's how every other law works. You're not told about these things at school. You're not
The
educated
law
on
is
the
the
basis.
education.
Yeah.
Look at that guy. Look what happened to that person. You don't want to be like that, do you?
Like, think about all of the laws that are in the books. The only ones they teach in school is basically don't rape people, don't kill people, and don't steal. That's it. The other 5,500 you're expected to encounter naturally.
Yeah, but I mean, like, when were you ever taught not to murder someone, you know?
there's also like this instinct that people have about right and wrong, and it's usually based like, I wouldn't like it being done to me, so I wouldn't do it to others.
Yeah, that's the basis of all modern morality, yeah.
It's kind of like, you know, when you see birds or schools of fish moving in unison, like no one teaches them to do that. Or when an alpha wolf, like other wolves know not to have sex in front of it with his bitches. I think like mankind has like an instinctive thing as well, like evolutionary, and yeah, it's built around the idea. It's like, I wouldn't like it being done to me, so I wouldn't do it to you.
Yeah, there's general, you know, there is a sort of common understanding of right and wrong, and this is what we call the public morality, and we used to have laws to enforce it. In fact, sorry, we used to enforce laws to enforce it, and we should do that now.
David Morrison, hear about the Thailand-Cambodia war that started? Oh, this is going to be a little bit skirmish. They'll have fun for a while.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess we'll find out.
A little bit of border action. Never hurt anyone. Scroll. Reverend Norse, the hell do you listen to, Carl? To dunk on Sabbath? Yeah. I don't know, Sabbath.
I just always thought that Ozzy Osbourne sang like someone torturing a cat.
To George, Sharon Osbourne was a guest on Bill Maher's podcast. She gloated with Maher about how the native Brits were replaced with foreigners.
Thanks, Sharon.
And she's apparently a Jews. Good.
Thanks, Sharon. Appreciate that.
Rock Jupiter,
Must be
I
nice
googled
to
Norwegian
fuck
food.
off to LA, so it's not your fucking problem, Sharon.
And got a sheep's head.
Heresy's the question.
We do occasionally eat
Fire
sheep
is the
heads, though it's
answer.
rare. We eat pizza more often. Marine Alba, welcome to the Yokai, the kingdom of Yakub. Make way, Prince Charles. A new and more diverse dynasty needs to move in.
Yeah, that's a good point.
King Charles
Isn't it
has
time-
about a
Isn't it
40%
time for
chance to be
England's
the end
first
of the
black
monarchy.
king? Yeah. I mean, I'm not for the end of the monarchy, but I don't mind a monarch abdicating, you know what I mean?
Jack the
Isn't they got
Outcast.
smoking, Sargon? The monarch, the king in England. Like, I think
Didn't
like
he?
he personally decided to ban smoking.
I don't know if he has the power to do that.
I mean, technically, yes, but like, I don't think he personally did. I mean, the Parliament
Wait, let me
passed
check.
it. It was Tony Blair that banned smoking in pubs.
Because like you guys passed a really weird law that I thought that it's mental retardation and a mental asylum. So like, if you're
That doesn't narrow it down, does it?
if you're if you're like under 18 now, you will never be able to buy cigarettes, even when you're 25. But
Did that actually get passed? That was under Rishi Sunak. Did that actually get passed?
like it is so fucking retarded because like you're creating a dual economy where like there's nothing
Yeah.
stopping a person to just like ask someone else to go into the store, and all you're doing is like you're making huge queues where the store now has to verify ID whenever someone buys cigarettes.
Might be worth double checking that, 'cause I'm not sure if that actually
I'm checking
passed.
it now. So King Charles, yeah, no, the king actually goes right. I'll post the link. Now I don't know if it passed or not, because it's not my interest to see if your government does authoritarian shit to its people. But I know that it was like even the very fact that someone could perceive something so stupid is astonishing. Like if you want to ban cigarettes, just ban cigarettes, right? Like don't create a 2-tier system where
We
a
love our
group of
2-tier
people can
system.
still buy them and then sell them at a higher price to the group that can't.
Yeah, but but all you're saying is that black markets can exist. Obviously, they can. That doesn't
No, like
change anything.
this law like
Look at that.
facilitates the black market.
The
Like,
Russians
that's-
hacked Starlink.
Did they?
Oh, did they? Yeah. I heard that it was an outage.
Crashed all over the world, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, it's back now. Yeah,
It's
so the
around the
idea is
world.
that the law doesn't prohibit someone from doing the black market. So like you can still sell cigarettes to your kid when he's 18, right? Like there's nothing stopping you. So it's just like a very poorly thought legislation.
Yeah. Well, a lot of things that we do are poorly thought. Well, we do a lot of things that are just stupid these days.
Jack the Outcast, worst week ever. First Aussie, then Hulk Hogan. Now I heard that Julian LeFay has passed as well. I hope my dad isn't next. I hope so too.
Yeah, me too. Who's Julian LeFay?
Ow.
Oh, okay. I thought it was someone I should know.
Listen, most of these celebrities I know by name or seen once, so I'm happy they're dying, I guess, without affecting me too much.
I don't
Jack
want
the
him to
Legend?
die, I mean, like, yeah. But I didn't dislike Ozzy Osbourne. I was just never a fan.
Men aren't getting married and having kids because 1, high female standards, 2, the court system is anti-men. Both linked to feminism. Why can't Mark Hamill die, huh?
Sure he will eventually. But I don't want to wish for Mark Hamill's death either, to be honest. Like, I'm sure Mark Hamill himself isn't actually a bad guy. He's just a fucking retard.
People should exist just so I can hate.
Yeah,
Look
and
at
I'm not sure
Pascal
Mark
just
Hamill
for that.
isn't a bad person.
Well, I'm sure he's not. Like, why? There's no reason to think that he is there?
His Twitter
There's no
profile
concept.
is plenty of reason.
No,
It's
being
called
a
guilt by
political
association,
shitlib
Sargon.
isn't actually enough, I'm afraid.
He was
Sargon,
on
listen,
Blue
a
Sky
good-
for a while.
Yeah, good people don't go on Blue Sky, Sargon.
Yeah, that's true. Good people don't go on Blue Sky. Dev has a Blue Sky account. You understand?
Well, I've got a Blue Sky account.
Oh no.
Well, I've got a
Okay, I can hang around with a bad person, Sargon. I'm not going to judge.
Well, no, I've got to professionally have a Blue Sky account,
I'm
So I
going to
can-
judge.
so I can
No,
keep
we're
track
judging.
of
It's-
whatever shitlib things are happening on there, right? But I mean, like, I'm not able to tweet on it or anything because they'd ban me.
Would they though?
Just having
Oh,
one
yeah.
is bad enough.
I don't think they would ban you. If we
I
did
think
that.
they probably would.
I God damn it! Like I wish we could check it. I wish there was a way to verify it. I don't
Well,
think
I'm
they
not-
hate you as much as they did, Sargon.
They're very, very. I mean, I would, tweet something.
You're
Very-
too professional to hate.
Uh,
You
maybe.
don't speak like you used to. You don't speak their language. You don't trigger as many people as you used to.
Well, I'm trying not to get in trouble.
Well, there you fucking go. Do you have detractors now? Like, do you have stalkers and stuff?
No, I don't think so. At least
There
if
you
I
go.
do, I'm not aware of them.
Yeah, like you sanitized yourself.
Yeah, isn't that good?
You don't make that video where there were like slurs after slurs after slurs. Like that was one of your best. But like my point is like, yeah, you changed. I
I
think you
figured
can
this
talk
out.
on Blue Sky.
No. Because the thing is, it's not me personally. It's they're just really tight about fucking freedom of expression. Frankly, if you're not a shitlib, you're in trouble.
Reynalva, the Kong that acts like a prince. Would that make Charles the Prince King or the King Prince? Or the Kingpin? Frog Jupiter was done by a cult called the Children of Yakub. We interpret their Yakub law to be pro-white and have a cast of whites to Brazil, the other races. Good.
I mean, why did Yakub create like the most evil race in the world that was capable of conquering everything?
He wanted to wipe out the blacks? He was the first racist?
I don't know. I mean, there's got to be an answer there, right? Like, Yakub has to have a reason that he did what he did.
I think it was because he hated the other blacks. Central Rex, all girls are sent to wife from an early age school, while all boys are sent to trade school. Problem solved. So long as the trade school has a YouTube segment. Sujard, 7% Muslim population is 7% too much. I don't know why, but that made me think of Battlefield all of a sudden, the Muslim one. And there's a new Battlefield on the way where nondescript Western powers fight other nondescript Western powers.
I saw people tweeting, please don't suck. And I'm like, bro, I've got some bad news for you. It's going to suck.
There is a solid chance, because I fear what we're going to see now is entertainment is going to go, okay, woke doesn't sell, it's terrible, everyone hates it, we can't have woke in the game. But simultaneously, they're also not ready to embrace the alternative yet. So we're going to see things like Superman and Fantastic Four, where everything will be studiously neutral and thus not really be having any impact or soul. And this felt like that. So apparently, I think it's a war between like the US and a paramilitary organization or anything. I'm like, I don't care. I want to fight Russia or China or something. Not just other Americans with slightly different guns. Or if they were gonna do that, you know what they should do? Fucking US Civil War. Do that. That would be fun as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, that would be awesome. Like, but this is the thing, right? They're not allowed to create anything that has stakes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there can be no like, oh yeah, no, we are this and therefore, you know, because they're too worried that creates some sort of political ideology or something. It's like, listen, dipshits, like no one's actually joined the Brotherhood of Nod. And if anyone was going to, if I was going to join anything, it'd be that. So shut the fuck up.
Okay, well, let me tell you, because I'm making a video game, and I can tell you why everything is shit. You have so many regulations on what you are and aren't allowed to create. Like every single time, right? It's not like you can write a book and just write it. No. For instance, you're not allowed to, like, there are regulations that come from laws, national laws. Like if you want to put alcohol in your game, that's a big no-no. You want to put drugs, that's a big no-no. Hypnosis, no-no. Then you have the actual platform, right? So like, for instance, you put your game on Steam, no hate speech, like a lot of other stuff, you know, that some of it makes sense, others not so much, some of it is ambiguous. Then your publisher, like he also has like certain demands. And then finally, once all of it is done, the community itself, like people can cancel you. Like for instance, they did with the coffin of Ashley and Laylee. It wasn't successful, but like you never know. And so if you have
sorry to I get it, but how's your game doing, by the way?
It's going good. It's still in the development process because I only have one.
How long till it's released?
Hopefully this year, if everything goes.
Oh,
well.
right, okay. Well, that's very cool.
But like my point is, if you are making like an independent film, and you want to put it on Netflix, like they have terms of service, right? And then there's legislations from various countries and shit. And then you also have like tax offs, like if you put diversity in it, you pay less taxes. If you film it in certain places, you pay less taxes. And that's why everything is bad, because people don't just make art anymore for the sake of like expressing themselves and creating an interesting story. They make art as a profit. It's like, I'm going to sell this movie to as many people as possible, right? People back in the day when they made the Terminator, they didn't think like that. It was like, I got an amazing story about some killer robots, and I just want to make a movie about it. And I'm pretty sure people will watch it because it's really fucking cool. And until you get back to that mindset, until people manage to think about it like that, nothing is going to work.
Agreed.
I just want to shoot Chinese people.
I think Battlefield 4 allows you to do that.
Wasn't it? No. 4? No. 2? 3? I think it was 2. Yeah,
no,
2.
What advanced?